What's happening, troops? Welcome back to another Scheme Team podcast, our second one. Thank you to everyone that's listened to last week's one already. If you haven't, go to Spotify, Apple, YouTube, check that out. Pass it through your friends. Let's get sharing. The whole gang's back here this week, minus Holly. She's feeling a bit under the weather. She had her second jag. Won the COVID. So we've replaced her with another ginger lass, and we have Mags sitting in.
You can't see it, but she's down here.
She's a bit camera shy, but
Yeah.
she's
That is a dog.
This is
gonna be.
Just a wee woman.
a wee dog. This is not beneficial to anyone listening on Spotify or on Apple.
Oh.
That means you should go to the YouTube and watch it, because then you get to see Max. So we go see fucking win, man.
Yeah, you'd see the dog.
And also, before we get into this week's, we have a big announcement. We are making moves already. We are 7 days into this, and we're making moves already. Well, not quite 7 days in. 7 days into the rebrand, and we're making big moves. Fucking Jeff Bezos, you watch, big man. I'm getting a dick rocket next, and I'm going to race you. We have teamed up with the amazing guys over at Fatal Grips. I had to read that there because I fucking nearly said the wrong thing. Fatal Grips, and you can go over to their website, fatalgrips.com. And use the code SCHEMETEAM, not Scheme Team 10, that fucking Chris made that up.
No.
He made it up himself.
Makes more sense,
Got
but okay.
Scheme Team, all capital letters, to get 10% off anything in our store. Caitlin, you've used the products. Would you recommend?
I would recommend. Now, these guys have had PlayStations and Xboxes and all that for years, right? And when you're playing with them, you play them all the time. The thumbsticks start to get a wee bit,
Tell me about
smooth,
it.
and it's a
Tell
pain in
me
the
about
arse
it.
to say the
You
least.
can't see that, but that is
I need some
smooth
for
brain.
my Switch.
Exactly.
You need
Oh, they
some for my
do Switch ones.
They do ones for the Switch. You
Nice.
can get Animal Crossing ones.
Oh.
Mm.
What, like the wee paw one? I was going to get them.
Aye, there's paw ones, and then
Like,
there's
that's chewed to
specific
fuck.
Animal Crossing ones. But I've got 3. No, own me right now. But I've got 3. I've got one of the limited edition ones. I've got the Reaper ones, and then I've got the Dragon
Ooh.
ones.
Dragon one.
Dragon
I like
ones.
that. You have to find the one day so we can show the proof.
I know. I will find them. I'll find them for the next podcast. Promise that.
No
Promise.
fire,
Promise. But aye, you find that you're having issues and your controller's smooth and your thumbs are sliding and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. What you do
Sweaty
is,
gamer hands.
sweaty gamer hands. What you do is, you get some thumb grips for Fatal Grips, you stick them on your controller and it's as if it's brand spanking new. And because
Well,
they're
put it
specific
on your
thumb
controller.
grips, makes it easier. Your thumbs don't slide off. Know what I'm saying? Called grips for a reason. But they don't just do
No.
grips.
Oh,
They don't just do grips.
oh.
They do gear. You can get... no, that kind of gear.
Go for a ton.
To clarify.
10% off.
Ah,
Right, so on to this week's podcast. We're going to end that now.
because it counts.
Everyone's new dealer.
To clarify, no, that kind of gear. You need to go.
Aww.
You need to go somewhere else if you want that kind of gear. You can't get it on here.
We don't get done that, yeah.
You can get branded T-shirts.
Ooh.
You can get stuff for
What?
your PC. You can get
Ooh.
mice, keyboards, headphones.
Oh.
You can get
How is that?
a cat. No, you can't get a cat. You can't get a cat. You can get skins for your controllers. You can get cases for your controllers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Anything you think you might need to make your gaming experience a wee bit better, you can get it at Fatal Grips. And you can get 10% off.
Using
Percent
code
off.
Scheme Team.
No energy drink or anything? 'Cause
No, they
those gamers don't. No, they don't. No, yeah.
That's coming soon.
Listen to episode 2 of the Kingdom Hearts gameplay and you'll hear Chris's ideas for an energy drink.
Oh.
That'll be
No,
on
it's like a
Friday.
dragon soup. It's like a dragon soup.
Ah,
Well,
right,
I'm not
okay.
going into it. You need to watch the episode.
Mm-hmm.
This Friday.
No
Fatal
spoilers.
Grips.
Yeah.
Fatalgrips.com to get your thumb grips. Use the 10% discount, and then you have one less excuse for getting killed in Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, leading nicely that into this week's topic of discussion. Since gaming is big part of our. I mean, it's pretty much our content. Other than this, very good. Someone trying to contact me when I'm busy. This week we decided we are going to discuss our 3 favourite games of all time, our 3 least favourite, and then one game that we've played that no one else has. A rare game, a wee gem, if you will, to give you all an idea of to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot about that one.
Okay.
But it's okay.
We're going to kick off with our favourite games because I feel like the least favourite ones are going to spark the most debate, in my opinion. This is when we're going to go for each other's throats, and I can't fucking wait.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Christopher, would you like to kick us off with your first game that you love?
First favourite game.
Favourite game?
Ooh. I'm going to have to say Assassin's Creed 2. That should be one of my most favourite games of all time.
Uh-huh.
It was literally, I think the first Xbox 360 game my gran ever bought me. And it just came out at the time, and I was like, oh, she paid like, what was it, 40 quid for it at the time. I was like, whoa. And I've played it to the death because it was like the only big game I had for a while. So I actually like played it every single day for fucking weeks and weeks. And then when it got remastered, I played it all again. I just love it. I love the story, love the characters, and I love like Assassin's Creed is one of my favourite franchises because of the history in it. I love history. So it just tickled my pickle.
I love the first. Definitely the first 3. Excellent.
Yeah.
Then they started to get a little bit shit. Then there's a few.
Then you get. All.
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed playing them all, but I was like, this isn't quite Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Rogue is probably one of the ones that I never really enjoyed. Could get into because it was you play as a bad guy or a Templar or whatever. So I was like,
Aye. Rogue. Black Flag was good because you get to just fucking sail into country. That's why I enjoyed that. I don't think I ever did. I didn't complete any of the story. I just sailed about, drove into country.
Oh, I've finished it like 3 times over. Fucking love it. I love the DLC for it. You play as the mad ship guy. Can't remember his name. You free slaves and all that.
Oh, nice. Love that.
That pure mad ship guy, man. Nice. It's a good solid start. Assassin's Creed's a good shout, man. Good shout. Did you even think of Assassin's Creed when I was thinking of?
Nope.
My list could have been about 8 fucking games longer.
That's what I like, but because then you can see all these personality of everybody.
Nice. Alright, well, let's see what your personality is all about. Serial Killer Simulator 2021. Best game I've ever played.
Murder investigation game.
There you go.
Wait, where's that?
Just lost it.
She's getting a list up.
Wait, if I to go next?
Aye.
Oh, right. My favourite? Okay, wait.
Just pick one.
Just pick one.
Simpsons Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run. All day, every day.
I've got that for the original Xbox.
I had it in PlayStation.
See, do you know how see when you think about it? Think about Simpsons Hit and Run, you just picture the wee grey case. Like you can't picture it in a normal fucking PS2. It has to be the PS2 classic case.
Aye.
I can't even picture it without that.
It's impossible to finish. Even as an adult, like I got a mad simulator thing on my laptop.
Emulator.
Yeah, emulator. Fucking impossible, man. That was maybe for wins. Do you know anybody that's completed that game?
I finished it.
You finished it? Oh my goodness. But every single wee bit in it?
Not every single bit.
I know everything, right?
You won't finish it then.
Finished Hit and Run in the same way I finished all the GTAs.
Just do the story.
The odd side bits.
Aye.
I was just to get money.
Aye.
I don't think I completed it past Lisa Simpson's level.
Art Simpson's level was the best. See the one with the rocket car and you could be Batman.
I think that's why I just wanted to keep going back and replaying that bit.
Sometimes you get that in games, but you just get one bit you love and you're like, fuck the rest of the story, I'm having that. Exactly. Like, is this mission done? What does that say? Retry?
There's a bit where everything's pure pink in it. And I think you're playing is it maybe mine? I don't know, but I always got it on my bit where everything was pink. Can't really remember.
Meg says she's enjoyed it too.
Mags, do you want to go next?
She wasn't even alive when it was like.
Oh.
Do you want to go next, Mags?
Right. There you go.
There we go.
Great input, loved it.
Great,
I played that
Max.
too. Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
So for me, in at the number, I got mine ranked. I had to rank it, mate. I had to.
Not right, mine.
In at my number 3 slot, right? And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm not going on a limb. I'm extremely confident. I would bet all the money I've ever made in my entire life that none of you would ever guess this. I would dare.
Right.
Say the I went for the nostalgia of this, and I don't know why. I was just sitting after the podcast last week thinking, games, and it just popped in my head.
No.
Zoo Tycoon 2.
Oh, Zoo Tycoon. Right, okay. I haven't gonna guess that. I forgot all about it.
No idea
Forgot all about it.
why that just popped into my head last week, but I just thought of it and I was like, oh, what a game. I have so many good memories of that game. I spent a disgusting amount of time playing that. The DLCs and everything. I remember taking my mum's... Don't let it sound too loud. I remember taking my mum's bank card to buy the DLC. But...
That's fun.
You cunt.
You nuisance.
Oh my god.
It was like
I've
£3,
never done that
right?
one. Mhm.
Honestly, that game was fucking unreal. I had everything until my fucking giant sloths broke out and just destroyed my park.
We
Then I
should play
started-
that one there. I forgot
Then I
all
started
about it.
crying. But any of the Tycoon, even the roller coaster Tycoon,
Aye,
Zoo
Tycoon
Tycoon.
games.
Zoo Tycoon
The
2,
roller
just
coaster one was quite great. I didn't enjoy it.
Did any of
Well,
you play
you're quite
Theme
shite.
Hospital?
yeah, Theme
Theme
Hospital.
Hospital. That was fucking class, man. Me and my
Hospital
brothers used
was
to play that all
mental.
the time. They've
It's
re-released
mental.
something similar to it, but it's like a spiritual successor. I can't remember. It's on the Xbox.
Is it not 2
I don't know.
point?
Aye, that's called 2 Point Hospital. It's literally the exact same type of game. But
Is it?
more mechanics,
They're
more
just in a
wacky.
hospital.
Aye.
I don't know.
Nice. Did like Theme Hospital. Didn't play that a lot, but Zoo Tycoon 2, fucking... I've got memories of being in Wemyss Bay Caravan Park playing that shit.
Love that every cunt just remembers Wemyss
Shout
Bay.
out Wemyss Bay
Right.
one time.
I
It's
still
no
think it's
deed of it.
freaky that we have all probably been there at the same time and just
Oh, innit?
that freaks
I've
me
never
out.
been.
Something awful.
Oh, you've
Oh.
never been? You could take you.
Never.
We need to get
You
to
went
walk
to
up
Great
that fucking
Caravan.
big.
Right,
Walk up that...
that's a scheme team video taking Craig to Wemyss Bay.
Craig?
Craig?
Craig, aye.
Craig?
Craig!
Craig,
I'll play
aye.
that
Yes.
with Craig
Aye.
Craig!
Aye.
I'm a Haven boy. It's like
Craig!
Lake District.
Lake District? Oh, I suppose you'll get families within there. That makes sense.
There's a midway point.
Wait, Lake
Don't
District
admit
sounds
that. You're meant to
American.
be part of the scheme team. We can't afford Lake District.
Good
You
luck.
just get puddles. Puddle districts.
Hunt.
No, there's ballot. We've got what?
Locks, aye.
Okay.
Right, Caitlin,
Ballot.
what's your favourite?
Gears of War
One
2.
off.
Gears of War? I feel like I could have guessed that.
Probably.
You heavy lover.
Aye.
Yeah, that's
Why two though?
the secret.
What about two?
But I had Gears of War or Resident Evil is going to be one of your first ones.
Yeah,
There we go, I've just...
Resident Evil's definitely there.
No. Well, I'll give you a clue. Resident Evil's there, but not necessarily where you think. But Gears of
Enough.
War 2 is my favourite because I just played stupid games on my PlayStation 2, like when I was younger. But my brother was obsessed with his Xbox 360 and obsessed with Gears of War. And he was like, play this game with me. And it was Gears of War 2. And
What the description then?
it was just played a lot of games with my brother when I was younger, and it was just every time it's gaming, I just think of back to me being tiny
Gaming.
and played games with my brother. My brother's like
That's
22
cute.
year older than me, so it's like a massive age gap. But I just thought that Gears of War 2 was like class, man. It was like they added the horde mode for the multiplayer, which was class. The story was class, the characters were class, and then that cliffhanger you got at the end. With my dog barking.
That's what I say. It's the Phantom Dog! It's the Phantom Dog!
There's a ghost dog.
Shouting at the Phantom Dog.
Fuck's sake.
You listening to them?
What are you doing?
Are you doing?
I was checking to see if somebody's threatening the dog, but no, he's just getting out of trouble. Mama. No, the ending. The ending is class because it's got that cliffhanger where it's like you can hear Marcus's dad Adam through that like radio transmission, and then it's like Gears of War 3. So
Gears of War 3.
class.
Nice. Good solid shout.
I think Gears of War was like, I think one New Year, we were on a Brightney shop in Inverary way, open and all that. And me and my brother, because we were there for like 5 days or something, we played through the first 3 Gears of War games in like, I think it was like 2 days. We just stayed up.
Completed all of them.
Aye.
My goodness.
Through all the campaign and everything, just never stopped playing. We'd take breaks just to piss or whatever.
Crazy. Oh my.
That's probably one of my. One of my
Boys,
fondest
you need to
memories.
stop playing. It's Christmas. It's for family. He's family.
Just be the family alone.
It was literally because it was like we didn't want to do what the rest of them were doing. So like, fuck it, let's just do it. And then everyone would like come in and then sit and watch, and then they get bored and fuck off. And then somebody else would come in, like out of the other kids that were there and shit like that.
Since I commentating.
Yeah.
We love the grenade.
Never
And then
played it.
For that Christmas, we got Guitar Hero. What was the one where you got everything? Like they just introduced the drums and all that shit.
That's
What
Rock
one was
Band.
that?
Rock Band.
No, but Guitar Hero done it. They
World
introduced it. World Tour. We got that for Christmas. We got everything. So,
Ooh.
obviously, it was like New Year's Eve during the between that time before it's too early to go to the pub, but everyone's drinking in the flat. Like the adults where I was away at the time, so we all set up the guitars and the drums and all that, and they're fucking. Everyone's having a shot, pure pissed as fuck. It's been fucking hilarious even at the time.
I think Rock Band drunk would be a laugh, man.
Aye, it would be.
I can't fucking keep a rhythm when I'm sober. A lot of chance I got when I'm drunk.
I have no coordination.
No,
I
I can't do the two hands.
And I'm
two
heavy
different things.
competitive as well, so I just get pissed
No.
off, man. But why am I shite?
Oh, you're giving me the fucking duff drumsticks.
cheating.
These are the
cheating.
duff drumsticks.
It's not picking
You
up.
don't work. You don't
I'll be
work.
better at that. Give me that. Shite
My
at the wall.
sensor's broken. My snare drum's broke. Hey. I used to do that.
What's
if you
the one?
thought-
Is it Rock Band or is it Guitar Hero? There's like one that you can sing on, but I don't understand.
Be
They're
Rock
you can
Band.
sing them all.
with them all.
But like,
aye.
how do they tell you if you're doing good?
Just it's like your vocal range.
Ah,
Basically, if you're
wings.
shite, you're
Yeah.
shite.
You could be singing the completely wrong words as long as you do it in the same pitch.
aye, because in SingStar, if you just
Yeah.
do the humming alongside, you can win it, man.
You can win at SingStar? What do you win?
It sounds like fucking
Heavy
cheating to me.
good score.
Street cred. You win street cred when you win and sing stuff.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, I remember.
Exactly.
Fuck, I completely blanked that. I remember Def Jam brought out their own SingStar type thing, but it's called Rap Star, right?
Yeah, right.
Ah,
God, yes.
I was on the leaderboard for what was it? Gold Digger by Kanye West.
Love it. Love it.
Oh my god.
I was like,
That's
must
such
have
a
been
good song as well.
11, 12 or something. Like,
Yeah,
knew every
I'm
word,
saying go.
practicing and all that shit. I was like,
Was it the
I'm
censored
unbelievable.
version?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like 50 cents in it. He was going full for it. He was
Oh,
just
no.
going for it.
I wasn't on back
Doing
then.
hate crimes.
I was not using any racial
Any
slurs.
slurs.
I'd hope not. Right, Christopher, what is your next favourite game?
Oh, I struggled with this one because it was between two. I'm going to go for one more recent, and I think it's God of War, the new one.
Oh, I've
Just
heard
love
good
it.
things. I've not played it, but I have heard good things. It
Oh,
looks
you
fantastic.
need
See,
to-
watching gameplay,
Yeah.
it looks fantastic.
I love Norse mythology. I love, like obviously I've said I love history. So it scratched that itch, and I just think it was so much better than the original ones. Like I played like all of them, but I never completed all of them. And I actually just like lost myself in this game. I just played it. I bought it on a whim. I wasn't even that interested, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I've got a bit of cash to burn. It just came out. I'll be like, fuck it, I'll buy it. Bought it, and then I just couldn't put it down for weeks. And just continuously playing it all the time, and then replaying it and stuff like that.
Nice.
It's great.
What is Norse again? Is that like Vikings and stuff?
Ah, yeah, it's Vikings and
Aye.
stuff. And I just
Is
like
that
the
like
whole...
the history of Scotland and that again? No.
No, it's like I don't know. Norse is like
Scandinavian. No.
Scandinavian.
Oh, right,
and
okay.
all those
Yeah,
kind of people.
aye.
Don't get me wrong, they did come and have a wee pop at us
Yeah.
for a bit.
They
Oh
had
yeah, and we had the country to paint. Oh, no,
Pics.
go away.
What?
What the fuck?
Like they
that's what
painted
happened
themselves
when
and
the
it was
fucking-
all scary and
When the Romans got to the border, there was guys standing there going, "Blah, blah, blah, what? Go away."
pretty much.
They went, build a wall, these guys
That's
are
how we
nuts.
won.
block these guns in. These are fucking
Yeah,
mental.
they're fucking nuts, man.
I'd
Nice.
love to watch a history fucking channel in Scotland, like a TV show hosted by you. And this is where Robert the Bruce and all his men stood and did the classic chant.
Yeah, like the
That's like a hacker.
drunk
We should do
history.
that before rugby games.
Just
Or drunk- oh,
in
yeah.
history where we try and explain history. Don't you gotta be good at
How
Hey,
about we
listen.
get you to explain history and then
Aye.
we say what you get right and wrong?
it.
Right,
Yeah, we can do that.
so, listen, the Nazis. Basically.
No bad guys. Not good at all. They've absolutely no good.
Nazis stinky.
Is that getting clipped?
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Imagine
Thank you.
that's the fucking thing. So what do you think about the Nazis? They were up to no good.
That's very actual mutton, by the way.
They were a bad
They're
batch.
just a
weren't they?
bad batch, yeah.
Trust me,
Absolute,
you know that.
absolute fucking rascals. They Nazis got a few punnies in their day, I tell you that. Man.
Yeah,
A few
Dinner.
of them were in detention.
Few
eh?
detention.
the bastards, man.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh, fuck me.
unrealistic. Well, related kinda, but like, have you seen Nazis on the Moon, the mad movie? And like that's an actual theory that like Nazis just like close a NASA, they like just
They're on
proceed
the
to the
moon.
moon and they're all still there.
No.
I don't know
No,
what
Nazis,
they do.
No, Nazis on.
Yeah.
Nazis on the moon.
I
That's
fucking love the
nuts.
tangents we fuck off on when we're talking.
God,
We're talking about God of War. We went to
And then-
Norse. And then we were
That's a
talking about
PhD, right?
Scottish history. And now we're talking about Nazis on the moon.
Sorry
You
about that.
can't get a Steam Team podcast.
Should we
man.
just continue with the conspiracy theories, like birds
Aye,
aren't
there we
real?
go. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter what topic
No.
we talk about, we're going to end up with conspiracy theories eventually.
There's a thing called
I
birds
like
aren't
it.
real, and it's like a group of people who think that birds are just like pigeons specifically are like drones. They're just there. To
Oh
fly.
yeah.
Is this not that fucking the birds are working
What?
for the bourgeoisie?
The birds work for the bourgeoisie. But it's a real thing. See if it's a website and everything. You can go look at it.
God.
I've never seen a big pigeon.
Birdsaren'treal.com.
They have guts and everything. I
Have you
mean,
ever seen a
robots
baby?
don't
Have you
have
ever
guts.
seen a baby pigeon? But
Oh, they're so ugly. You know, pigeons mate for life, just like bones. And they can
Nice.
die of heartbreak as well. Silly guys.
Aw,
Yeah. Silly guys. I get a few dolls for it. That's fair.
poor pigeons.
They're pigeons. They don't deserve it.
Do you know? On the topic of mating for life, do you know male foxes mate for life?
I zoned out for 2 seconds
But
and I
if a
came back to it
female
on the
fo-
topic. I fucking made for life.
If a female fox's partner dies, she goes off instantly.
Really? Oh
Yep.
wow, they're not waiting about at all. They just want to.
They don't fuck about. They're just pleasure.
So a
They're the
female
sluts of
dies
the animal
and
world.
so if the last they died, the guy would just be heartbroken forever.
You would stay single forever.
Oh.
But if it was the other way around, the lassie would just go find an
Who'd be
Oh,
like that?
Fair
She'd be
enough.
like, "Raise 'em, raise 'em. Goodbye." Straight onto Tinder. Fucking.
Right,
she's,
but
getting
they're screaming
rattled,
a bit.
she's getting rattled in the bathroom in the funeral.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, grim.
fuck's sake,
Yeah.
Ken. He's not even been planted yet.
Oh, I don't know if I should do a more recent one or no. Fuck it. No, sure. More recent one. I like the Walking Dead games, the Telltale games, but only like
Whoa.
1 to like 3. The ones after, like even that wee lassie starts getting like adult and starts looking after the way and shit. I'm like,
Clementine.
I'm sick of that. But like the first one and the second one were fucking class. I love adventure games and like ones where it's decision making and like if you make the wrong decision, it's game over.
Just
Oh,
a cell.
that-
You're just like
I like that.
reinforcing.
Because it's
You're
like real life, man. But with zombies.
with zombies.
It
It's pure
Fine.
real life, man. It's so realistic. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you blow the zombie sheet off, it's quite far fetched at that point. But the rest of it's mental.
was class, man. That and the last is.
Oh,
This is good.
I will not discuss The Last of Us until the later part of this episode.
You don't like it?
I'm not saying anything.
No comment, Your Honour. I can see the fucking. Oh, you're getting kicked at this call later on. You alright, Shannon? Oh, she's talking to somebody. Backy?
It just looks as if she's so fucking good.
It looks like she's frozen in time.
It does, doesn't it?
She's
When you blink before your eyes dry out.
She's getting a bollocking. Do you leave a float in the toilet?
I guess she can still hear us.
Fuck off.
Look, you put your clothes away.
I'm so confused.
Who doesn't
I
know
was
how to
asking me
flush the
about
toilet
like
after they've had a shit?
delivery prices on my website, and I was like, what? I was very confused. So my mum thinks I know everything about them, which is she's very wrong.
She's
It was alright. I did flush the toilet. Don't worry. Anyway, back at it.
right. Okay, in at the number 2 spot for me. This had to get a feature somewhere. I haven't played this game in so long. I really want to play it, and I'm sure everyone's played it. It's 2 names. I'm going with the correct one. See if you want to change it, you can go fuck yourself. Right? It's called Billy. Right? See if you want to
Why
call
did
it
I
the
forget about that?
shitey, if you want to call it
I
the
love it.
shitey, whatever name the Americans
didn't
gave it,
I?
or
That
that we
Latin
gave it.
shite.
What
That
did it
Latin
call?
pish.
Janice Cade made it.
Fuck off. I
Never
don't
heard
speak
that.
Latin. I barely speak English. Right? No, Billy was
Love
fucking
Billy.
unreal. That was the first
To
game
this
that
day, man.
because I used to play a lot of like sports games, so like FIFA and that. You can't really complete FIFA, right? You can't. Well, you can't. It's impossible to complete FIFA, right? But this was the first game I had that was levels that I actually managed to finish, start to finish.
It's a good
and
storyline as well.
multiple times.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Brilliant. And it
Mhm.
broke down barriers because if you wanted to, you can go get halfway a boy
Ah, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do.
if you wanted.
Just smash.
And then and
guys.
it made you go to class. I'm sitting there raging because I can't do a fucking science class. I'm sitting
Then-
going
I
like,
hate
fucking
it.
English
cunt.
class was the worst. See when you
The
have to
what?
like make the words out of like
Oh,
English
the
one.
letter.
yeah, that was a pain in the
I
ass.
get so far and I'm like, this is made up. I think
It's
this is
meant, it's meant
When
that
did
I,
you- When did you maybe be able to make out with a boy? I didn't know that.
You can.
you can.
Ah, yeah, you could do it. I'm sure it's like after a while though.
Aye, so it's not. You can't just get off.
Aye.
As soon as you're more,
Clever.
but you shoot the car, just go. Mere handsome.
Give me a good look.
Faster. But they not
Yeah,
going to
big
bring out another
sexy.
Billy? Like,
Eh,
didn't I something they were
They
going
did
to
talk about it.
bringing out?
That's one of the
there's
reasons
rumours
that
that
I'm
it's
on.
in the works.
It'd be
I hope they don't
amazing.
fucking ruin it, but because that
It's
would
like
just
so
kill it
fucking
for me.
cute.
I feel
Oh,
like it's
yeah,
one of
I know.
the games. Like just remaster it. That would be better.
But you can get it
Just
on
don't-
PS4.
Aye,
I've
if they're
got
not
it.
already
I know.
kind of remastered it, like.
What is remastered?
that
But if they
just
make
been like-
if they make a second one and it's shite, it's like, ugh, come on, guys.
It's
They'd
Rockstar.
have
It
to
won't
just
be
do it as
shit.
like a
Yeah.
different.
Oh no, you're right. It won't be shite, but
I mean,
Do you
look
think they
at
do it as
Red
like a
Dead.
different guy or what? Or just like do him as like in
Probably a different
college or
guy,
something?
different school, different time.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh,
model.
yeah. 'Cause that
Maybe
was like,
more.
when was that based in? It was like it's like old 30s migrators and shit.
Probably around the time of when it came out. Probably.
Mm.
When was it?
think-
When did it come out? I'm gonna find that out.
Early 2000.
Oh, years ago.
definitely
I had it
early
on
2000s.
PlayStation 2. Yeah,
I was
I
and
had
playing
then
it
it.
on
on the
PlayStation 2 as
Xbox
well.
360 and then Xbox One.
I was playing on my
Like,
Xbox a couple of weeks ago.
Very good. That's like just the one that I'll
2006?
talk about and I guess.
What about the scholarship edition?
I
That
was
was
just
the
about to
big
say,
remastered one.
was
Aye.
it?
That not on Xbox One. And
Yeah, I've got an Xbox One.
yeah.
But he called it Bully then when it re-released. They're like, fuck it.
We just called it Bully.
Said it kind of
Aye.
kind of made it.
No, see if
Have you bought
you.
it?
I never knew that.
I've got the scholarship edition on the PS4, and it says
Mhm.
Canis Canamedit, but on the Xbox One it says Bully Scholarship Edition.
It's
Yeah,
crazy because
so
the scholarship edition literally came out a year after the original came out.
It's always just cashing in. They just held back content
Oh,
instead of
fuck,
doing
shite.
DLC.
It got announced a year later, and got released in. So 2 years after it came out, the Scottish edition came out.
Or we had that one in what Xbox 360.
Aye, 360 because they
Aye.
released it for the
And
Wii.
then had the other one in the PS2.
Do you know how fucking well
that
games
game
for the
is
Wii
so
go?
Actually, I mind I was playing. I took my Xbox One down to the caravan like years ago, and I was playing it in the living room. My dad's sitting there watching me, and he's like, "He's a shot." Like first time, he's like, "He's a shot." We were doing the classes, like he just loved doing the side shit. He didn't play like, any of the main
Aye.
story. He was like, all the classes I would just hand him the controller, and he tried it, and he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
I used to love when my dad
Like
would come
one
play
of the
games
first
because obviously like he grew up, it was like fucking Pac-Man and shit, fucking tennis game, no, the ping pong game. Sorry, that's what he played.
Oh
and
mate,
he's-
they never shut up about that ping pong
Oh
game. The old
fuck!
game.
So they'd be
My
sitting
dad-
playing it, and he's like, "Where's your buttons? Where's your buttons? Where's your controls? Where's your controls?"
My
Yeah,
dad's
maybe.
like Beehive Bedlam all the time on the Skybox.
Oh.
I'd sit there and I'd be like, "Oh, for fuck's
I've
sake!"
never
Remember,
played it.
you could play games
I think
on the
it's still
Sky.
on. I think
I
you can
think
still play them.
I was
Don't
just
have
sitting there
Sky.
for hours watching him play, and I'd be like, "Oh, fucking kill me now, man!" I actually
I'd-
had to sit. I'd always say, "Can we put something on the telly?" Just look at me.
Oh,
No,
please,
play my games.
please, Dad, you're ruining
Leave your
Christmas.
dad alone. I'm the boss of this house.
now he's moved to his phone and he's got like something similar to Candy Crush, and he goes like that. I'm in the leaderboards. I'm in the high score. I score out his Facebook friends. You're like, fuck off.
My dad
Mum
played
got
better
got
games
to,
than
like-
that, man.
Our mom got to like level, fuck, I don't even know what it was, 1300 or something on Candy Crush. Something stupidly high, and then the game crashed, and she was so gutted because she couldn't get it. Every time she opened the app, it'd come up and then close off again. I'm like that. Game's a
Alright,
bogey,
yeah.
Jackie. You have no chance.
R.I.P. Got to move on.
Mags is tapped out.
Oh,
You
she's
missed it.
shattered.
She had her nose put placed right in the back of the fucking
Oh.
seat.
He's sweetie.
That's right, my dad played class games. My dad
Does
played
he play
fucking...
actual game?
Aye, with me. My dad sat and played Command and Conquer, fucking Scooby-Doo games. He'd sit and jump on the PlayStation, play FIFA with me. He'd play, fuck knows, Taz Wanted. Fucking love the Taz games, all the Looney Tunes games, all the fucking classic games. My dad sat and played them with me.
So all the games, he just fucking loved all
And
the
I'd be
games.
like, Dad, play with
Fucking
me.
playing
Aye.
a game.
Ori games. No,
I
these
recently
are Ori
realised,
games.
right, did you ever play the learning Scooby-Doo games as Wayne's?
Oh.
Right.
I'm quite
Scooby-Doo
a-
game,
How old
I
are
can
you? But
remember.
How old am I? I'm 23.
Fucking pensioner.
21. He's been 21 in my head for ages, hasn't he?
Aye, I know, I've just never
Yeah.
aged.
Hey, Kayla, you've been 21 since you turned 21, by the way.
That's
Well,
what it
I've
is,
been
but
21
like,
since I was
you're
fucking
literally
18.
21 until you hit 30. That's in my
Aye.
opinion.
Aye.
Oh, I'm 23 until I'm just 23 now. That last year didn't count.
Five, it's fucking
Yeah, this is my 23rd
Aye.
birthday.
That was 22 and a half. That's that was.
Basically, lost a whole
Kill-
year of our life. With the
I know.
coronavirus.
It
Right.
feels like it's almost 2 years, but it's going to be soon.
Fucking shit. Well, I try.
Whose turn is it? My turn?
Done.
Yeah.
Before we start talking about COVID, we're here
Right,
for
okay.
fucking hours.
COVID-95.
My second
Oh, I
game,
used to feel it.
my second game is Mafia 2. You notice there's a running theme here, my games are always the
Yeah.
fucking sequel, it's always number 2. Mafia 2 is the best Mafia game. By far.
I
Let
agree.
me. I know your
I've
Resident Evil
never
game.
heard of any of the Mafia games.
You know my Resident Evil game?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But Mafia 2 was
We'll
fucking
see, we'll see.
amazing.
I heard 2 was good.
Aye.
Played-
Mafia 1 was decent, and then Mafia 2 was phenomenal, and then Mafia 3 could have been fucking top tier, but it was just a wee bit lacklustre.
Yeah.
Stupid, go it, man.
I started
Aye.
playing Mafia
See
3
what
during
that
lockdown. It was my goal to try and platinum it. I get nowhere fucking near it.
I pre-ordered
Played it.
and everything.
I was going doing all the wee side things, and then
Oh, it's
then,
like a
ob-
recent game.
then obviously it opened up to like the bigger world, and I forgot I was going to do that. So I done a whole wee section going, oh, it's been nearly done this, I'm going to get a platinum, and then all of a sudden it opened, I went, I couldn't, there's about 8 more sections to do.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck that, I'm not going about rewiring all this shit.
That's mad. Is that like a GTA sort of game? Oh, it's
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
though.
GTA.
Kinda, but you're in the
that's
Mafia.
so cool.
More
the same
story
kinda
based, it's
idea.
more linear.
Oh, I want to play that.
But Mafia 3, you're not really in the Mafia, just some mad cunt on just an absolute rampage.
Well, yeah,
You
you're
can
kind
be.
of running your own.
You end up running your own thing, but you start off just being like that. Oh my god, how dare you burn this cunt's house down? I'm just going to kill you all.
Oh, nice.
Aye, pretty much.
Basically, I think it's revenge. The
There you
game.
go. Mafia 3 summarised
Oh.
in one sentence.
No, Mafia 2 is definitely the best, but the fact that
Mafia 2 is 100% the best one. Yeah,
Joe
100%.
is the funniest character to come out of the Mafia franchise. I fucking loved him, man.
I love
So
the
class.
Italian, like, hey, I'm walking in, all this fucking.
You're
Mate,
walking!
See when he's trying to tell you his pickup lines when you're driving the motor, and Vito's just like, that is brutal. You don't actually use that, do you? Like, that is just hilarious.
Wait, I think I've seen cuts of that.
Ah, the birds love it.
He's pure just like cock of the walk.
But he turns around and goes like, "What? Do you know the difference between sex and conversation? Do you want to come back to my place and talk?" And Vito's like, "Oh, fuck hell, man. That's just top tier." And the singing, when they start singing that "Return to Me," oh,
Aye.
just can't beat
It's
it,
when they're
man.
mad about and you're dropping off that body.
Aye. You're no drama. You're burying it, but aye. No,
You know what I mean.
top tier, top
A
tier.
way to bury a body, having a wee karaoke fest. I
There you
know.
go. That's the clip for Insta right there. Aye, when you're mad with it, just burying a body.
Chances.
Every weekend.
Right, cool. Chris, what deliver is your third and final favourite one?
Oh, this was again really hard. I think for my top one, because I was like, I could go in the nostalgia route, or I could go for games recently, like most recently that I fucking loved, and it would have to be Spider-Man on the PS4. I fucking waited to that game for fucking ages, and when I played it, it was like the best things in sliced
Yeah,
speed, and I still
thank you.
play it to this day. Like, and I play Miles Morales, the second one, if you will, but I just play it and I just swing about the city. I think it's like best graphics, best thing, everything I'd hoped for in a Spider-Man game.
Because the Spider-Man game for the PS2 is class. So soon they're coming out with this. I'm like,
Oh,
this is going to be fucking this is either going to be
Aye.
amazing or it's going to be shite, and it was fucking class.
because I played the Amazing Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield film games. I played them and they were fucking dreadful.
were.
Like, I mean,
They were shite.
horrible.
Did you play the ones on the PS2, like the Ultimate
Aye.
Spider-Man and that? They were
I
fucking
played all them. They
cool.
were
They were on
class.
my list, but I'm not talking about it anymore.
Spider-Man 2, the film with Tobey
It's
Maguire, that was fucking
But
amazing.
yeah, I've never seen any Spider-Man after that. I don't feel the need to.
No,
I don't feel the need to.
You
Jesus.
take
You need,
I
you
don't-
need
everybody
Tom
says
Holland a
anything,
whack,
but-
Give
man.
Tom Holland a chance, man. I know.
Aye.
Tom Holland.
Yes,
I'm not
a
interested in the Andrew Garfield ones. I'm not
Aye.
interested in
No,
the
just
ones,
watch
but the
Tobey
Tom Holland
Maguire,
one
not
has.
I would recommend don't
Aye.
go near Andrew Garfield because they're just fucking mediocre pish.
Yeah.
We were
see,
talking about that
Tom
last
Holland.
night, weren't we, Chris?
Aye, Tom Holland's a
Fucking
beautiful man. Love him.
Oh, his performance on the lip sync is
Okay.
honestly one of the
I-
best,
Yeah,
funniest
amazing.
things I've ever
Aye.
seen.
I aspire to be him.
Yeah.
So good. Phenomenal, that wee dance.
Women want to date him, men want to be him.
Yep.
Women want
Yeah.
me, fish fear me.
I need that hat, man.
Bass Pro Fishing.
I need that hat.
Sega bass fishing.
Women want me,
Um,
fish fear me.
Right. My favourite, I was going to say Ultimate Spider-Man, because that was fucking class.
I've
But we've
got
already
it.
spoke about Spider-Man.
Oh, I've
So-
looked at that in the next room.
It's fucking class, isn't it? One of the
And he
best.
plays Venom as well.
And yeah, see, that's the reason why it is the best.
Aye.
But Until Dawn, I fucking love Until Dawn. I thought that was a really
Oh,
good game.
that's a good shout.
I feel like a lot of people don't like it though, but I really
I've
like
played
it.
Did we
And
play
I
that
just,
game?
I kept like playing through it to like see how many times I could play through them, or I try to tell them off, because it's just fun that way.
Aye.
That would be a good series to play.
Mhm. The first time I played it, I
should.
saved everything, pretty much. I think there was maybe one that died, but
Has any of you got it installed?
no.
Nope, I don't have it.
Okay, well, I've got it. So that could be a potential
that.
series.
Yeah.
We can just shout the decisions at
Aye,
Aye,
and
we
then
just have
just
us all
hope
in
that,
Yeah,
Discord
the
and
other
just
wee
slag.
yourself.
just hope whoever's got the controller is fast enough to.
Yeah, we just
That's
slag the people in the game and what's going on.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
It was a game changer, a game, but if you think about it, like,
Oh, it was phenomenal. I played it on my
Well,
house PlayStation.
Was
it's
it really a game changer? I thought it was just Telltale games with fancy looking.
Nah.
Yeah, pretty much it
Until
was.
Dawn's-
Basically.
Telltale games about fancy looking. Well, I thought I
It
love
was a bit-
Telltale games, so that thing. So it's fine for me.
Until Dawn's gave you Man of Medan, it's gave you Little Hope, it's giving you the Dark Pictures anthology series, all that kind of stuff is stemming from
Little Hope
Until
was
Dawn.
good.
It's,
I've not played it, but I've seen a walkthrough of it, and I was like, that game is fucking sick. Like,
Nah, I've not
fucking
played it either. I think after me and Chris tried to do Man of Medan, we were going to do Little Hope, but we were like, oh, that's still
It
full
broke.
price. Let's just leave it. Leave it.
Man of Medan fucking broke. It
It
ruined.
did.
Ruined it.
We played Man of Medan on stream, and then the section we were on the boat, we were like 3/4 of the way through the game, then it just didn't let us progress. Chris just kept walking on the same wee fucking lane, back and forward for about 15 minutes. Restarted
Don't
the
know
game, he's still walking back and forward. My character's gone into the next section of the game, past the
And my
cutscene.
get your money back for that.
He's been
fuck
left
it.
back there. Brutal.
What's
I
that?
don't know. It's,
Stuck in time.
I
You
was
don't know,
literally
like,
just stuck back in
The
time.
character's
Caitlin
still
was
walking the now.
proceeding. Probably is if we were to restart it.
Oh,
Just try
thank
it
fuck you
and
guys are back.
I've not even seen that game, but I think it looks. Well, I've seen the trailer. It looks cool.
Good.
I think it's on
Okay.
Game Pass.
What for free?
Yeah.
Oh, not me that. I'm looking
You
at
go,
it
Joshua.
forever.
Okay, so my favourite game
Of all time.
of all time. Now, I don't do well with these questions because even when people ask me what's your favourite game, your favourite movie, it's all mood dependent, right? This game, honestly, fucking God, I could be in any mood and I'll fucking love this game, right? Because you can play it so many times and play it differently every time. Then if you Dishonored. Does ever play it? Dishonored.
Wait,
never,
I've never heard of that game, so I was like,
Oh,
wait,
played a bit of it.
It was fucking unreal.
what is
I
it?
like
I'll Google it.
I like the premise.
This. Ah, fuck.
Just gonna get
No.
it. I don't know. It's one of the
Oh,
ones.
I get into it and then some. I fucking must have completed that game about. I tried to do
Oh,
a
it's
walkthrough. I play through that where I wouldn't kill anyone. I tried this right, and I accidentally killed the first guy I met because I thought you had to. Apparently you didn't. So I went through talking about the hours of playing this game, not killing a single soul, to get the achievement and got to the end and never got it. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I googled it and I'm like, so I could have snuck by him, but I went, oh fuck, he's in the way. I'm just gonna have to kill him because he didn't move for like 10 minutes. I'm like, well, guess he's dead.
That game looks mad. What even, like, what is the premise of it?
Basically, right, you're like bodyguard to like the royals. And these mad
okay.
teleporting cunts rock up, kill the royals, and you're standing there like, the fuck?
Did not go.
And all these people run up and they're like, you've killed the royals, and you're like, oh, hold on, but I didn't.
Mhm.
Then it's a conspiracy, but and then you basically spend the rest of the time just proving your innocence,
And murdering cunts and
getting the princess back because they stole the princess as well. That was a good game. I liked it. I loved it so much. I
Nice.
want to play it.
Never heard of that game.
Is your Uno number one?
I mean, I haven't
Come on.
gave them an order because I don't really have
Right,
an
what
order.
is it? What's your third one?
But my third game isn't Resident Evil 2. It's Red Dead
Resident Evil
Redemption
2.
2.
Oh,
Ooh.
Banger. Absolute
Fair enough.
banger.
Dead Redemption was good, but I never finished it. It took too fucking long.
No, yeah, you finished it.
I need to. I'll get into it eventually sometime. I don't know when.
I don't even
It's a
think I need
banger
to
of a
explain
story.
this.
Nah.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
It's just
I
a-
watched
Fucking
going through
banger,
that game.
man.
It's simply a modern day masterpiece. The story,
Aye.
concept, the visuals, the gameplay, and the wee
It's
side
amazing.
quests. I'm talking story, man. Like the fact that when you play as Arthur, you start off and you're like, just gonna play as another cowboy at this party, such as gang, and then by the end of the game, you're severely emotionally attached to this
Emotionally
cowboy.
ruined.
Aye, and you've been playing for
It's
70
so
odd
deep.
hours doing this story, and at the end of the game, it's sad. You
Yeah,
don't have a
it's sad.
choice.
The online gets a lot of shit, but I literally play the online like
I have never
most
heard
fucking
any good.
days. All I do, I
Really?
literally don't go on. I just go on a hunt. I just like one of the distraction games you just play,
Uh-huh.
and I can just go on hunt, sell my moonshine, fuck about.
What?
do missions, get some cash, like restock shit. You know, and just spend hours just fucking mindlessly playing it.
I think it's funny how like America moonshine's like obviously like alcohol that they made like
Yeah.
during
Yeah,
what do you call it?
Prohibition.
Prohibition.
Aye.
But over here it's just a poor man's cocaine.
But you can't even drink it right here.
Oh, but
Aye,
they sniff
people,
it.
people couldn't sell it,
Stop it, stuff.
Fucking moonshine.
and they make their own
Okay.
booze in their house and then punt it.
Aye.
It's not like
Oh, no.
No same.
Aye. I tried some and I blacked out.
Really?
Completely blacked
Would
out.
never try it.
My
I
maid,
just
my
can't
maid,
call
what
you
did he
even
make? Homemade, what was it? Oh,
Gin, a lot of people make gin.
wasn't it? Wasn't it gin? He did do
Aye.
that, but it was a kit, so that was alright. He
Aye.
made it.
Aye, it's like herbs and shit in it.
Stuff, mate, this stuff was strong as fuck, man. He's like, I've made this meat or something, whatever the fuck it was, whatever it
Oh,
Oh, is that
yeah,
not
yeah.
like wine?
No,
Aye, it's like
no,
mate, it's
no
no, well, no, I
wine.
don't really. It's hard to explain,
it.
but he homemade that, and it was strong as fuck. I took like half a glass and then waited everywhere.
Fuck
I didn't even have time to move. I went, we were standing outside the gaff, and he's like, try that. Oh, that's strong.
oh my god. No. Battery acid. Fuck that.
Real black and shit. I wasn't. Is that what it was?
Yuck.
Yes.
I think absinthe
So-
is like the most I'd try.
Oh, we'd.
But even at
my
that,
lo-
fucking rotten.
One of our locals has got absinthe in because they put it in one of the cocktails, and my mate was like, Reese was like, "What shots have you got?" We've got absinthe, and I went, "Why would you mention that to him? He's going to want that now."
I've never heard
Wait.
any good stories about absinthe.
He came back with what was it? With three shots absinthe, and 4 of us split 2 into half shots. We didn't want to take full ones.
Aye, fuck that. End up your black out, man.
Oh. Right, can we take a wee 5 minutes and get a water?
Yeah, I'm AP.
Okay, so quick reminder for you guys listening at home and watching. Hello. We have teamed up with the guys at Fatal Grips to provide you 10% off on their online store, fatalgrips.com, if you use the code SCHEMETEAM. All caps. Use that. Go there. Get their stuff. It's good shit. We're not going to send you places that aren't good. We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. We love you too much. We wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm an honest guy.
We're gamers.
We're
We
gamers
love
too. See
Fatal
this?
Grips.
Yeah.
This? I'm
Kieran's
getting stuff.
ordered to them, so we know that you will maybe get it.
These are worn because I game too much. I'm such a fucking gamer.
Gamer. I'm such a gamer. I sweat so hard when I'm getting fucking shot in Warzone. And see this? This is smoother than my brain.
Embossed. Embossed.
Do you know
brain.
what? Do you know what I did? I got on the old laptop, www.fatalgrips.com. There's someone getting strangled at my back door, but fucking let's ignore that. And I ordered myself some thumb grips. You should do it too. You never know. If enough of you buy it, we might get Scheme Team thumb grips. How awesome would that be?
Oh, a wee photo of my face out.
Ooh, potential.
Potential.
never know.
But it's only going to happen if you go to fatalgrips.com using the code Scheme Team, 10% off.
Mhm.
They don't
Okay.
only sell thumb grips.
Watch his thumb grips. Give you
No,
gear
no,
as
no.
well. They give you the good Colombian marching powder.
Yeah, good gear as well. We're talking about gaming gear. We're talking about gamer tees. What else?
If you ran out that fast.
Isn't it?
So,
Go.
do you happen to have a controller that's just too plain?
Yes.
No.
I
You
do.
don't like
yes.
it just being black
It's just black.
or just being white? Is that too simple? Go get a skin.
It's too simple.
Go get a skin
Oh,
that you can
yes.
customise your controllers and make them a wee bit more flashy way. Or are you Drapsy? Are you a bit like Chris and you drop your controller every 2 minutes and you have fears that it's gonna smash? Get a case.
That's me actually. I've lost like my last 4 controllers to that.
I've broke
Oh,
about 4
one of them
PlayStation
wasn't my
controllers.
one of them wasn't
Why?
my fault. One of them wasn't my fault. That's why if you're going to play fight, make sure you take everything off your bed first.
Gonna have a tattoo.
Well, Josh, it sounds like you need to get a case.
Yeah,
probably
sounds
do.
like you do.
maybe in the next one you have one.
Let's get right back into the topics, Josh.
Yes,
Lead
so
the
we are
way.
now we're going to it. We said this was going to spark the debate, and it fucking is. We teased it a little bit
We
in this
teased
one,
it.
and now we're going into the hard shit. This is our 3 least favourite games of all time. We're going to go in reverse order this time. So, Caitlin, the floor is yours.
Well, this is the one that you all thought was going to be on my favourites list.
Really?
Aye, surprisingly, one of my most hated games of all time is Resident Evil 6. I
Right.
fucking hate Resident Evil 6 with a burning passion.
Is that the one that are in Africa?
No, that's 5.
Oh, right.
That's the one we're going to do co-op at some point on
Yeah.
Scheme Plays. No, 6 is basically, there's like 7 characters, there's 4 campaigns. Each campaign is interlinked to lead to the same outcome, but they have different stories. And there's points in the game where you've just sat and played through, so you've done all of Leon's campaign, and then you're doing Chris's campaign. There will be a section that you have to sit through, and even though it's supposed to be a unique story, you're having to replay a part that you've just played because that's the part that interlinks their 2 campaigns. And then you need to do it again for the 3rd campaign and again for the 4th campaign. It's just... It's
Lazy game.
too fucking ambitious. It's too big, it's a mess, it's a disaster, and it doesn't fit Resident Evil's style, in my opinion. It is atrocious.
Seems
Yeah, I
like
never,
they've
I
banged
never
it out,
said.
just
Aye.
play the
I never said
same
Resident
shit
Evil
over and
6
over again.
be on like your main list. I just said Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you
I was right.
Be there, are you?
we were right.
I was right.
Hate it so
It's another
much.
coupon up.
Well, you were right.
What would be one of
Okay.
your favourites?
No, it's... Oh.
I'm not so keen on the Resident Evil series as a whole. But
And that's
Me and
fucking
Caleb-
blasphemous.
He said it. He said it.
me and
Caleb, stand
Caitlin
back.
played
Stand up.
through. What did we play through? We played through the first one. A bit of a.
We did not play
About
through
7.
the first one. Why are
Which
you
one did we play?
blabbering on about?
Which one did we play through? 2.
I like the... Yeah, we played 2.
Like
Played
2.
3, but you didn't finish 3. We played
Yeah,
8,
3.
and you played 8 up until Heisenberg's factory, which is basically
Yeah.
the very last section. And we played 7, and you claimed that you got further than you did, but you didn't.
Right, no, we had this argument. I'm not going for it.
Right, well,
But anyway, the only reason I enjoyed playing that was because when Caitlin had unlocked everything.
aye,
Like, if I
you
was
were
to
a
play it
cheating wee
normally-
bastard. So, with the Resident Evil games, basically, a common trait with them is once you've done, like, you complete the game on normal mode and you have all of the unlockables, like for Resident Evil 2, it's, what is it you get in Resident Evil 2? I don't remember. Resident Evil 3, it's like wee statues of a fucking squirrel. Raccoon. A squirrel? Raccoon? Probably a raccoon. Raccoon City.
Right,
Resident Evil 7, it's a wee football player, like wee bobbleheads of a football player. Slash or aim, then you get unlockables at the end. You complete the game on normal, you'll get this. You complete the game on hard, you get this. You get unlockables, right? So, me, being a massive fan of the Resident Evil games, had completed them to the highest degree, got all the unlockables like a machine gun, a minigun, a rocket launcher, fucking active defences that means that you're basically impossible to kill. This guy puts it on one of the easiest modes because he's no played it before, and then has a machine gun. He just has to look at a zombie and it's dead. And I was like, you fucking... And he did it with every single one that I gave him. Every game.
Well, you give me the option, I'm going to fucking do
Well,
it.
I couldn't exactly revoke the option. They're there, I've done it.
Completed Resident Evil 2 in like under 3 hours or something.
I was fuming.
Probably a machine gun then, innit?
Yeah, rocket launcher, the big boss come up, I wouldn't even be shit myself. I'd just go, boom, he's down, just walk right by him, see you later.
Good days,
It's easy.
isn't it?
Okay, so game I hate, and to be honest, it's an incredibly petty reason to why I hate it. But I just remember having such a dislike for it. And as I mentioned, I'm a bit of a franchise gamer. I don't play I'm lacking at my dweeb. Call of Duty, FIFA. I'm that guy. I'm that gamer, right? So of course, FIFA had to get mentioned somewhere down the line. FIFA 07 If you had that game, no. If you had that game for the Xbox 360, you got fucked over. If you had a PS4, a PS3, or anything else, you're fine. Because on the Xbox 360, they only put in 7 fucking leagues. 7.
What? 7 leagues?
Do you know why? Because they came up with a brand new gameplay engine that took them longer than they thought and took up far too much space. They went, shite, we've only got this week and only put 7 leagues in this.
Just do it anyway.
Fuck, I just do it anyway. And so, me, being a Kelly fan, well, TID and all that, I'd put up the game going, yes, let's go. How are we winning the Champions League with Kelly this time? I'm not there. I'm going, hold on a fucking minute. The fuck are we? England, Germany, Italy, France, Spain,
Kelly.
another shitty country, Holland. I'm like, I can't even. As a wee guy, I used to like making up Champions Leagues and create your own tournament. I can't even do that. I can't do that with 7 leagues.
No,
Why?
can't do it with 7 leagues.
Fuck EA.
Aye, fuck EA, majorly fuck
I
EA.
think that's justifiable.
EA.
I would put all the
Royally.
pieces
Even though I will continue to give you fucking money.
Yeah.
Have done.
Continue
I
to
will
like
buy
use
UFC, I will
Yeah.
buy FIFA,
Because
but
that,
no, it's in
because,
spite.
that was FIFA 07. We're only going 21. Fuck. We've had a number since then, and I've had them all, right? So I'll fucking
Gave up counting.
I couldn't do it. So 21 minus 7 was too
do that.
much.
No, I know what you mean, man. Same.
Even though it is literally 30. No, it's not. It's 14.
Okay, we're no back at school. Don't worry.
That's why I hate FIFA 07. I told you it's for a petty reason. It wasn't even the gameplay wasn't even bad. It just
I wouldn't say it's petty.
Yeah,
You
I
paid
think
money
that's
for a
fair.
game and
Half-assed game.
you've got a
that's what pissed me
DLC.
off the most. It pissed me off the most. Yeah, but if you had a PlayStation, you were fine. But because I was an Xbox kid, I was punished. I was unfairly punished. Ankles.
What do you mean? That's like having Snapchat on an Android and then Snapchat on an iPhone. Snapchat on an iPhone is way better than on an Android, I can assure you.
What a fucking analogy, man.
Hey, I love when folk use a Snapchat, like the video in Snapchat on an Android, and the fucking
it's like-
audio. The audio finishes before the fucking actual video starts.
It's like out of sync,
I'm
they're
going
talking
Android.
and the voice is delayed, and you're like, wah, wah, wah.
You're like, fuck me, big man. Did you film that on a potato?
Oh, it's tragic. Is
It's
it
like
Android?
my flatmate had a Huawei phone for ages, and we'd always Snapchat, and it's like
Yeah.
shit, man. It's what made it worse though. It was like the pure shit image.
Uh-huh.
Funnier.
Then you
Mind
can
it,
take
this
really
is my
banging photos
friend, man.
normally.
Aye, just as an average
Aye.
camera, it's decent, but
Snapchat ruins the quality.
they've only
Fuck
made it
EA
that
and fuck Snapchat. That's what we're saying.
I think the Shannon's one.
I hate Life is Strange just because it's shite. Really didn't like it.
What?
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Strange.
Aye.
Never really played it. Haven't got an
Just so
opinion on
tight.
it, to be fair.
But people love it, man. Like you always see mad weird fanfics and stuff about the last way of blowing hair.
I
But-
didn't know that.
I think
Sitting
that-
next to you.
Odd
I
stuff.
think the game itself breeds that kind of people, though. Like,
Aye.
attracts.
Don't like it. Did not enjoy it. People fucking loved it. My pals enjoyed it. Nah, shite. Shite story. Shite everything.
I agree. It's fucking awful. And then when you get to the end and it's the fucking, you find out what happens and you're like, seriously?
Shite.
Aye.
Who
Waste
wrote
my
this?
time, man.
Shite.
I didn't even
This
finish the whole game. I
Shite,
went on YouTube.
Perfect
I was
bastard.
like, fuck it. I'm going on YouTube to see what happens. I never bought it with my house. Thank God. Oh, that's
Aye.
shite. Aye,
Heck.
yeah.
It offers a mini victory. You spent no money on it.
The only person I know that's actually completed it is Holly, who isn't here to say anything about it.
Yeah, she likes it, I think.
Aye. I wouldn't say, I don't know if she likes it, but I know she's completed it. I'll text her and I'll insert a text box here that says what Holly's opinion of the game is.
If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, go to YouTube to see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to go to YouTube to find it.
And whilst you're there, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing that too.
See? You're lucky I'm fucking paying attention.
I'm lucky someone is.
Right. Chris.
What else do we hate?
Right, should I leave my most controversial one to last, or should we just jump right into it?
I'll let you take the fucking lead on
I
this
think
one.
we
Sam.
jump right.
I don't have any controversial ones, so you do what you want.
Right. I think Last of Us is the most overrated fucking game on the planet. I think it is terrible. I think the story is just fucking shit. It's just I've seen like the same story about a million
Aye.
times. I do not give a fuck. Could not get invested in it.
Mhm.
Could not stick with it. My opinion. I might try and play it again at some point, but I tried to play it 3 times now on the PS3, on the PS4, and then again on the PS4, and I just fucking hated it. I was like, this is so fucking boring. I don't want to hide away from zombies. I want to be a badass killing cunts. I'm just fucking being a wee bitch. But I saw gameplay of Last of Us 2. That looked fucking class. I've
Uh-huh.
got to admit, it looked class. But whether I like it when I play it,
Aye.
Does it
We'll
play
find out.
class?
I know, I know
Stay
what you mean.
tuned to find out.
I feel like most zombie games where it's like decision games, it's just like another time off a Walking Dead.
yeah.
It's the same shit, man.
Yeah,
But I just
Telltale.
liked it because it was like Walking Dead with better graphics.
I just
That's
think
the
it's
only
overrated.
reason. It's like the same thing. But they had like kind of different mad zombie things in it. But
Aye, clickers.
they were they were
Like,
kind of
yeah,
tricky. But
reacted to sound, I think.
Because I was a
Aye.
360 kid,
Aye.
didn't really play
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
of Us when it was first out. Bits of it,
Aye.
and I kind of liked it. I think
Like,
I guess I'd have to play more of it to have an opinion. I was just kind of creasing that because I know that could trigger a few folk, Chris.
Even
Please,
Matthew watches this, Jesus.
why you're
Hell,
fucked.
for your messages to be ruined. Right.
Hate
when
it.
he right
It
into
was
the last
just-
Matthew
one.
loves it.
Everyone's like, oh,
Good
Last of
Android
Us.
and Cinnamon.
Fuck off.
What we've
I
established
didn't
so
realise so
far.
many people really liked it though. I thought it was kind of forgotten
Guys,
about.
Nah, people still fucking come over it, man. It's
It's,
bogging.
Mediocre, but
I
I
wouldn't
do
even
enjoy
say
it. I love
niche,
a
but it's
mediocre
get-
game.
It's
It's
like-
definitely got
for-
a dedicated fan base.
Aye, like Five Nights at
Fuck
Freddy's.
EA, fuck Snapchat, and fuck Matthew Sanders. That's what we're saying.
Fuck
Get that up,
Matthew.
yeah.
Bring your team.
Fuck you and your team. Right. I think that's fair enough. I feel like you were very passionate about hating it.
Because it's just so everyone's like, oh, comparing it to it and all this. Oh, it's not as quite good as Last of Us 1 or 2. And you're like, fuck off. I don't give a fuck.
I just like zombies,
Nice.
man.
And with
Zombies
zombies, it's just so outplayed. Like, that Days
Aye,
Gone.
there's nothing to do
I
with
remember
them
that
now.
was
Same with
similar
movies.
similar kind of game, Days Gone. I played that, and I was fucking pish as well. I'm like, I was like, I saw the trailers, and I've got to admit, I was hyped myself. I was like, oh, this looks a bit tasty. And I played it, and I was like, this is fucking boring. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's
And
always like
the fact you've got to reserve ammo, but you're fighting hordes of zombies is just ridiculous. Just give me, or let me at least carry loads
aye.
and be more available.
The motorbike
I mean,
was
'cause then-
shit as well.
It drove terrible. Like, I think the main part of the game is the motorbike. You think it would drive good? Like, no, nobody can beat GTA driving apart from obviously driving games. I'm like, if you're playing a game that where driving, it's not a main part of it, but it's like,
Hey, Mafia
part.
has
See,
good
and,
driving on it.
Matthew does have.
yeah.
It's good
No
as
way.
GTA,
You just
but
can't
it's not, though.
drive.
No. GTA.
Just what I was saying. See when what Batman game was it? They added the Batmobile.
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, mate. See at first, I was so hard to get used to driving that fucking thing, man.
I got used to ease. I love that
Oh,
game.
I
man.
struggled a wee bit. Oh, the game was good. That Arkham Asylum is fucking
Aye.
that just popped into my head there. I should have had that in my top 3.
I was going to put that on my list as well. Because
Just see what I'm saying. I played many games, popped in my head, and then I went to the next one. I was like, I turn a corner and I'm fucking through a house because I can't turn. I try to turn and it's just no for it. I'm like, big man, my bill needs a service. The fucking wheels
Aye.
aren't turning.
I think you need an MOT.
This isn't road legal.
I know nobody's pulling him over, checking his insurance and tyre treads and all that.
Like, imagine being the police officer that wants to pull Batman over.
The Batmobile.
License, please.
Excuse me.
It's just Batman.
You take the mask off, please.
License and registration.
Breathe into this breathalyzer, please.
Don't think this is taxing. Aye, the tyres. They're a bit bold. The tyres.
I don't know how to tell when it comes to cars and like tyre treads on.
If you feel it, and it's
20p,
smooth as fuck.
20p.
Aye.
And then probably get a new one. Right. What else do we hate, boys?
Caitlin's go. No, it's Caitlin's go.
Let's get
Aye,
We're going in
Caitlin.
this order.
You know me, I love my horror games. I love my original horror franchises. The original horror franchises have got to be Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
I hate Silent Hill.
I don't hate Silent Hill. I like Silent Hill. I like Silent Hill
Uh-huh.
2. I like Silent Hill 3. You know what I fucking hate? I hate Silent Hill Downpour. It is fucking pish. Right? I bought that game going, Homecoming was awful. 4 was kinda shitty. Hopefully there's gonna be a bit of redeeming. Started the game off as this prisoner. So you're a convict in a prison bus, and I'm like,
Oh.
what the fuck's going on here? The bus
Oh, prison stuff. I like that.
crashes. And you end up in Silent Hill. But it doesn't quite look like Silent Hill. And I'm very, very fucking confused. I'm new this convict cutting about Silent Hill. There's nobody about, and you pick up a bit of wood. You hit like 2 things with it and a bit of wood breaks. The main part of this game is combat. But the combat is the worst part in the game because there's barely any ammo, like just the same way Days Gone. They expect you to use ammo, but there's barely any ammo. They expect you to use melee weapons which break as soon as you fucking pick it up. The story doesn't make any sense. It's so fucking weird. You're this prisoner who killed this guy for this guard, but then it turns out that you're actually a demon possessed fucking it's just see if you were to look it up and read it. You'd have to read it again because you're like, sorry, I didn't comprehend what the fuck
going on.
Like even watching a video you'd be like, wait, what? When the fuck? Like it just doesn't make sense. It's buggy and it's boring and it's no Silent Hill. It's just some shitey horror game that they've stuck Silent Hill on. It is awful.
Was it made by the same people that made the other ones? But
It is made by Konami. Is it Konami? Aye.
It's Konami.
Aye. It's made by the same people, but I don't think it's the people that made the OG games. It's not. I can't say for sure because as soon as I put the fucking disc in, 10 minutes later the disc was out and smashed. But
fucking hell. I don't believe in
I'm a
your face.
rage.
I tell a lie. I can't break discs. It's still
No
out there
strong enough.
somewhere. Get away. Nah, it's still out there somewhere, but it is.
You tried to fold it back and it pinged her against the wall.
It's stuck and it's still there.
Aye.
Oh fuck! Can
By
you
the
see
way,
it?
come up. It's just Silent Hill on the fucking ceiling.
Nah, it's brutal. It is if you ever want to try Silent Hill and it's a modern version of the game, don't touch Downpour. Don't touch Homecoming either, for that fact. Don't touch either of them. But Downpour more so. Don't touch Downpour. It's fucking
A very passionate rant about it.
no. It's,
I've never
right.
played Silent Hill.
See when you play these games, right? It was the games that I was too young to play, but I'd go to my cousin's and he would sit and he knew everything. He could speedrun the games, and it fascinated me. He was so good at the Silent Hill games and Resident Evil games, like pro player at them. I'd watch him playing them, and then when I could play them, I played them. So it's like Gears of War. It's like one of the games. It's like just get a place in your heart, and for them to just destroy them. It just hurts. Okay.
Yeah, I
It
knew
just
with them.
hurts.
Man. Fair enough, though. I feel like you have actual valid reasons for liking these games. I'm just like, that's right.
That is a valid
An
reason.
informed opinion.
I guess you could
That's
say
a
I'm a bit of a
valid-
gamer.
Could be. Could
You
be.
are such a gamer.
Right, Josh.
Okay. So, during lockdown, I don't know what's going on with the camera here. This is just decided this is getting a bit fucking. Don't give you a wee clue.
Oh,
Like your mom, man.
come here.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, so during lockdown, picked up a lot of free games on the PlayStation Store because there's nothing else to do. And there's a lot of different games out there. There's so many different games. It's incredible. I think no matter what games you're into, there's one thing we all expect from a game. That's for it to fucking work, right?
Nice.
Able to actually play it. I picked up a game for free. It was Kingdom Come Deliverance, right?
Oh.
See this fucking game? It can get in the fucking bin. fuck whoever made it. I don't actually go. I have it googled up here. Who the fuck made this? Who's getting it off me now?
Can't even buy it. And I want to refund.
Warhorse Studios. And suck my dick. Absolute wanks. See this fucking game. I got to the first bit, right, and you got to a guy. I ended up fighting him, right? I don't know how I ended up fighting him. I couldn't beat him. It was a fist fight. But there's a delay between you hitting the button and your wee guy punching him.
Oh, right.
Then he'll hit you on that delay. So your guy won't throw the punch because he's been hit, and I'm like that.
I got
And then inevitably
I
beats
think
me.
it was maybe again, isn't it?
No.
It's not an internet game.
It's inevitably he beats me. I go back to my dad in the game with my tail between my legs, being like, "Fuck, I didn't get your money. Sorry."
That's a battle.
And then,
You know you could rob his house.
no, that's what I'm saying. Mate, every time I went back to it, it wouldn't let me. The game mine must have had a bug. It wouldn't let me in his fucking house. The door wouldn't open. It'd say open door, and then it would come up closed door, but the door wasn't open. And I'm looking at it going, how can I close a door that's already closed? How can I open it? I'm looking at it going, how can I rob his
Try and walk
gaff?
through it.
Yeah, several times, mate. It just didn't. And then after that, I couldn't go any further. Didn't know the other wee bits, but I hadn't sort of
I got
dusted
quite
it.
far in it. I was like knighted and stuff. I think.
Oh, I got there, and then after that, I gave it one chance after the slow. I thought, oh, maybe it was me, the combat. But see that not getting in the fucking house, I was like, nah, fuck this.
Taking it out,
Straight
not
back to
playing
the
anymore.
fucking home screen. Delete.
It's the game Kingdom Deliverance is a very acquired taste game. It's very real life simulator-esque. Like you need to wash, you need to maintain your clothes, you need to sharpen your blades and stuff. It's too
I
much.
hate shit like that, man.
I don't want that. I just want to go
want
about
to
killing
kill.
cunts.
I think you can differ the level. Like you don't want it. You can have like super realistic, but all this shit happens, or you can just have it like a few things like you need to eat and stuff like that.
Aye.
No, the actual punching that thing, the delay. I was like, I can't win. I can't. How are you giving me a mission to do that I can't do?
Come on, mate, fight if I can't fight.
I'm about to do. Because I've pressed X to punch him. Then when you press whatever button is to block, won't block until he's punched.
Oh,
Because
right,
he's hit you first in the
There we
delay.
go.
So he'll hit you, and then your guy will go like that, and I'm like, too fucking late, mate.
Just
It's
fight.
like the Rocky movies. You know when Rocky's standing there, you're like, mate, Rocky, hands, put them up. Put your fucking hands up, mate.
Better be a boxer.
Like, if somebody want to check this guy, he's got concussion. This guy's got concussion.
You're surrounded by your mates and all, and none of them jump in. You're just getting up.
Like, just put your
I don't
fucking
want
hands
that.
up.
You're just getting chucked about.
But The Simpsons not do a parody of that where Homer and Mosey's are like trainer, and Homer can just stand there and take about 40 billion punches and he never ever goes down. The other guy just gets
It's a
exhausted and Homer wins.
Probably.
Did do that.
Simpsons has done
Talk about a
everything.
tangent.
Simpsons. Is it me next?
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah, nice.
What do I hate next? I hate. I feel like. I take game. Sonic Unleashed on the 360.
Fuck that! Oh my
It's a
god!
terrible game. It's
That was
so
so
tight.
bad.
Hated it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
A
yeah.
hedgehog werewolf? A hedge wolf?
A hedgehog.
Fucking so shit. Was
Aye.
like barely in like a Sonic game at all. I was like, you
Aye.
fucking ruined this, man.
Was what-
That's such a deep cut as well. I never expected that from you, Shannon. Jesus.
Aye.
Sonic Unleashed.
Really
I think it was
did not enjoy it.
WatchMojo.com done the worst game of every year since 2000, and Sonic Unleashed was the one for whatever fucking year. So was the
I can
Spyro one.
understand though,
Spyro got
'cause I
it. though.
got it. I got it. Well, my wee brother got it, and I was buzzing because
Still
obviously I love a wee bit of Sonic. Because I
Sonic
used to have it on the old what was it called? The
Sega
Sega Mega Drive.
Sega Mega Drive.
On the old Sega Mega Drive, and I was expecting something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or like the other ones where it was like the classic Sonic running, fucking a mad werewolf and shit. And like you're running about a wee town, and it gets to a point where I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know where
Sonic's
to go.
pumping this fucking human lassie, and you're like, this is some furry's
Oh,
fucking dream.
Terrible, terrible game.
This is like some fucking Christian shit.
But I like that. Bunny.
You can get a Sega
Well, that's
Mega
a bit
Drive for
fast.
£112.
I've got
I
a
think
really
it's
mini
fucking
one.
crazy the price
You
of
get a mini
them.
one for 96. I kind of want to get one now.
You
I've
used to
got
be
one.
able to get them for like
Sega-
20 quid.
You can
A
have mine.
Sega Mega Drive was like the first console I had, and my dad got it,
Um,
or however it was, and he got 100 games with it. I had this a crate in my room with games that I never never.
Sega
I
Mega
didn't play
Drive was
half
fun.
of them.
We used to have one, and then we came home one day, and some cunt had broken into the news and stole it. Man,
That's
like
not
shit
breaking
this
Mega
that.
Drive.
I was like, oh my god! But I was more worried about. I had this mad hula, like a wee hula dog, and I was surprised they didn't steal that. I was like, what is wrong with that? But I took my Sega Mega Drive instead. And failed.
Bastards.
That's
Fucking
the console I've got.
Imagine going into a Wayne's Rubin, into a Wayne's Rubin robbing them. Like,
stealing
what
a Sega Mega Drive.
the fuck?
I've
Bastard.
got the Sega Master System somewhere in here
It's just like a Master System.
before the Sega Mega Drive.
To go on
Ah.
a tangent,
My
what was your
brothers.
first consoles?
Mega
Sega Mega
Drive.
Drive. Mega Drive.
I was at N64.
Ooh.
I got it off a neighbour they were getting the Sega Mega Drive, I think, so they gave us all their games. And I remember one game like so vividly, fucking Earthworm Jim. Any of you
No,
played
I
that?
know that. Is that not in Sega Mega Drive as well?
I think so. I think they've
Or
remade it.
on GameCube?
It was on the Xbox. They re-released it. It was like
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim HD, and it was on the 360. And I was like, I need to buy it. And it was so fucking hard. I never got past like the first or second level.
I never played the what was that called? The Nintendo
N64.
the N64. I never played that.
No, I
You
just
just
all
had
the
like the
time.
Game Boys and stuff, the Game Boy Color and that, and you used to have to use the wee
Oh, the
flashlight
wee
thing
light
to
thing.
be able to see it because it was so dark. But
I think the Sega
Good
Mega
time.
Drive was my second console. I think the original PlayStation was my first. My dad's.
I had Sega Mega Drive and then PlayStation.
I might have
and
took
it-
my
I
PlayStation
think but it
2.
was right.
I might have took my PlayStation 2 to Portugal because my grandma had a flat over there, so we used to go every year. So I would take my PlayStation for something to do, and then their flat got broken into, and they fucking stole the PlayStation.
Bastards. These bastards robbing Wayne's, man. What the fuck?
I mean, you've no right to complain. There's been worse things stolen at Portugal than a PlayStation.
Oh, man.
What for example?
Like
They make enough
agree.
with everyone.
like blonde children.
What was your favourite game
What is
console
that?
out of all the
Is
ones
that
you
a
PS2.
an offside flag going up there? I think that's an offside flag.
PlayStation 2 was the best.
Favorite console of all time?
Yeah. PlayStation 2 was the best, man. I cried. I had like the black PlayStation, the usual one. But then my mum got me a pink one for my Christmas one year, and I just fucking busted green. So happy, man. I was like, it's pink, it goes in my room. I got a Sims Pets game with it. Amazing.
Ooh.
Sims 2 Pets. I used to
Mhm.
play Sims all the time. Sims 2 Pets was it, man.
It was class.
I think
Let's
the
go.
fact
See,
that
we-
My dog.
You're a young guy and you're playing Sims, right? I don't know about the girls, but certainly a young guy playing,
Shagging.
and you're going through puberty. Oh, your only
Shagging
goal was
all
to
the
get him
time on
shagging.
it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's the only good bit about Sims.
I
why.
remember there was a Sims type game my cousin showed me, right? And it was called Singles. Probably a bit too young at the time to be seeing this, but you actually like saw them fuck. Like you could like, go about naked and all that. It's called Singles.
Oh my god, Sims
Aye.
Singles.
Mm-hmm. And
Some
you
guys,
it was
some
like-
There was I think they banned a Sims game. It was like I don't know if it was Nightlife or something, but they banned it for whatever reason. I think it might have been too funny. But that's mad because I know you can get like the mods that make them like fucking naked. I think Holly loves a wee bit of that. It's
Just
so
like-
cute, man. I don't like that shit.
the idea that some poor developer, like a game developer, had to fucking
Pick
code that.
make a Bobby.
So I think it's been a cool one. I think it's been
Cool
some kind of
damn
buzzing for it, man.
I think we had
Simple,
very
man.
different childhoods, man.
Right.
I wasn't up to any of that. I was just playing
We
fucking.
didn't even go on
Ah, but you're a
GTA and get
fucking
a car in the
nun.
car.
No,
Oh my goodness.
I was
I
playing.
vividly
you
remember
never got a
having
hookup
a
and
car in
battered
my
them,
car
remember?
in GTA.
Hot
No.
coffee, San Andreas. You never did the
No,
fucking.
I didn't. Nah, I didn't play San Andreas and that when I was younger. I was older in life when I played that. When I was that age,
Fucking nun.
all I wanted to play when I was that age was like the cartoon movie games. Like, I wanted to play The
Shrek and
Simpsons.
shit.
I wanted to play Shrek. I wanted to play Madagascar, Scooby-Doo,
Ah.
Looney Tunes, SpongeBob.
Madagascar.
That's the one
SpongeBob.
thing I can complain about is that I miss movie
You're the kinda-
games. I miss
You're the
movie
kind of
games.
cunt that watches the the toon category in Pornhub, for fuck's sake.
I'm the kind of cunt that's never opened it. Wouldn't even offend me.
But back to movie games. Movie games were fucking class.
Aye.
They were
Simpsons is the
the
best one, but
definition of a
obviously,
generation, man.
The Incredibles
Spider-Man
one
as
was
well.
incredible.
Looney Tunes back in action.
Oh, so good game.
never
Banger,
played
banger,
any of
banger.
the Looney Tunes games. Do you know what was good though? See the Lego game, like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Indiana Jones. was my
Pirates of the
favourite.
Caribbean.
Yeah, Jones.
Nah,
It's
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Batman.
My
Batman.
favourite
Potter.
You never played the
Star
Batman
Wars.
Ah,
It
Pot's
was
Star
alright.
Wars,
No, it's good as the best.
is R2D2.
Yeah,
The Star Wars, Lego Star Wars was jam.
yeah, Lego Star Wars.
Jam.
Class. Bringing out a new one, or they have, is they not?
It's
And they're bringing out
a
the whole collection.
series of them all.
Aye.
It's called the Skywalker Saga.
Aye.
I'm doing that. I'm so excited.
Yes. Your next hated game?
This is again for petty reasons. Fucking modern Call of Duty, the new Modern Warfare, the new COD, whatever it's called.
Any called ever, man.
I hate it because of the fucking constant updates, the amount of size it is. It's fucking a greedy fucking cunt.
Oh, you mean Warzone then?
Warzone and
Modern Warfare.
Modern
Ah,
Warfare,
they're-
both of them, because
separate now.
it's fucking broke on my PlayStation, so I can't play it. And I fucking put money in it. I bought the fucking anime pack, and I can't fucking use it. I can't use
Fuck
it. I can't use my
Games are
pencil.
cheap as well, man.
And it's just because it keeps saying copy and add-on, and every fix I've tried for it doesn't fucking work. So I'm really not. I bought it when it came out, spent 60 quid on it, and then now I can't fucking play it because of they fucked it up.
Fucking hell.
I had to
Six
buy
quid
like
and it
another,
doesn't
I had to
work.
buy external hard drive because it was just eating up
Aye.
all my fucking.
Fuck that. Why even? Fuck that. Why even get it?
I think I've told
What
you
is
about
even
this.
that good to go through so much effort?
I've told you about this, right? And this links back to my FIFA. I had a save on FIFA 15 that was literally, I'm talking like 15 seasons deep. I'm talking that it's all VJs I'm signing. There's no, maybe Kieran Tierney's kicking about it, 40-year-old with fucking Hamilton. I don't know. But every other cunt's retired. It's all VJs. I was sitting in lockdown. I was like, I remembered it, and I was like, oh, I want to go play that. And I opened up FIFA 15, and it was as if I'd just stuck the disc in for the first time. And I forgot that I had, when I was deleting games, so I could do a fucking shitty Warzone update that gave me maybe a new skin and fucking made me slide a full
Oh my
half
God.
feet further. I had deleted FIFA 15 forgetting about that save. I was fucking
Deleted all your progress.
raging.
For what, man? For what?
What? For fuck all. That's what it was for.
Fuck that.
I was at the point I was signing regens that I brought through at Kilmarnock in the first 2 seasons. That's how fucking deep I was into this, man. I very, very fucking invested in this save. And I lost it.
Bastard.
Warzone.
So, fuck EA, fuck Snapchat, fuck Matthew Sanders, and fuck Warzone.
Especially fuck Matthew Sanders.
Yeah. There's no one else will.
For context, he's one of our friends.
You didn't think that. The way we're talking about him. Yo, Matthew, love you.
Maybe get him on to defend himself.
No, it's better this way.
No, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny if he's just like, he's just a wee character that just gets mentioned, and every time we mention him, it's just fuck Matthew Sanders.
Yep.
Oh man. It's,
Back to you, Caitlin.
it's my turn. My last hated game. My last hated game is a recent game, and Chris, I actually let you share play this game for a wee bit, and I think we played it for maybe 20 minutes, and that's being generous, and you left the share play. Refused. And it's Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Oh my fucking god. Fuck, this is not a fucking game. This shit.
Exactly.
It's a driving game. The driving's fucking shit. It is this. Oh, the voice
What
acting is
the hell has to do?
horrendous. The voice acting is horrendous. It's pure like Vin Diesel. And that other, the last, his wife is like, oh, I
Slay.
fucking hate her. She's just cringe. just like I'm all for women empowerment and shit like this, but she's fucking
But
over the top. No, she's just like no, she's just like
Useless.
no, it's not you, not even useless. It's just the way I don't like her. I don't like her character.
Hating about her.
Yeah, I just don't like her character at all. I hate it.
I
I
don't.
love Fast and Furious.
I don't have that
but
complaint. I like the characters. Vin Diesel and Michelle
No way.
Rodriguez. I like their characters.
no
My issue
way.
with the game in terms of they two is that you buy a Fast and Furious game, you're told that the cast are actually voicing in the game, and you're like, holy shit. It's actually a game from a movie that has the actual actors playing their characters in it. Wow. And then you play it, and Vin Diesel's in it for like fucking 2 minutes at the start, and about 5 minutes at the end, and you're like, alright, okay, cool.
Same
right.
as the last
Yeah,
Fast and
40
Furious
more
film.
And then Letty is in it a bit more than him, because you get to play as her a bit more, but still no really much. And then you play as this completely random lassie who's got out with a Barcelona guy, but they've got issues with the Spanish mob. And
Okay.
then
I don't remember Fast and Furious Madrid Mayhem in the series.
and then you briefly go and do you know, right? I don't know if you've seen Prison Break, but you know the actor Peter Stormare,
Yes.
right?
Is he the baldy handsome?
No, that's
That's the main guy.
no,
No.
that's Wentworth
He's,
Miller. He plays
Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know any
Don.
actor's name.
He plays the Italian mob guy in Prison Break.
Mhm.
He's in is it Until Dawn or is it Man of Medan? I think it's Until Dawn. He plays the
Oh, right, okay. I know who you're talking
psychiatrist
about.
guy.
Right, yes.
He's got a very specific voice. Him,
He's in
Mm.
Destiny as well.
he's the bad guy. So you're seeing this
it was.
cast and you're like, wow, it's going to be a great game, it's going to have a great story. But the voice acting's terrible. There's barely any interaction between the characters that you want to have interaction. The driving, as Chris said, it's no driving, it's like you're floating. They're just floating.
Ish. So you're constantly being aquaplaned
And then you've got these
in
weird
fucking Spain.
then you've got the weird things where like everybody's character has a specific car move. Like somebody's car's got a gun, somebody's got a car that can hack things.
I don't just kind of like the
And it's so fucking
getting shit and
Aye,
shit
it's fucking. It's the
wheel,
most.
oh,
It's the
brilliant.
most
Most
smooth
one of
brained
them.
fucking game of all time.
That's
It is absolute smooth. You have to be a child to enjoy it.
Oh, even
It
then.
probably is for the children, like to have it.
No.
The actual voice
No,
acting.
No,
it's-
No,
it
it's
is.
forever.
It's one of the games where people love the idea of Fast and Furious and getting to have a Fast and
I
Furious
just think
game
that's
where you
so
can
cool.
drive the cars. It's something that everybody wants. They tried it with Fast and Furious Showdown on the 360 and the PS3, and it was actually okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. Then there's a modern one coming out, and you're like, oh, maybe they'll try a bit harder this time, and then it's just fucking.
Less effort.
It's
I
so
think people only
poorly
bought
executed.
it to hate play it, to like laugh at it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's why I
The
bought it.
YouTube videos I saw, which kind of slagging it while playing it, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I bought it just so I could reference family memes all the time, because I love a
Yeah.
wee Vin Diesel family meme. But when I first heard about it, I was a wee bit excited because, you know, love me some Fast and Furious. But no, it severely disappointed me as soon as it was released.
To go on a tangent, what's everyone's favourite Fast and the Furious film?
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. Huh?
Tokyo Drift has to be.
aye. Has to be Tokyo Drift. That's about the most memorable one, to be honest.
Yeah, the rest of them couldn't give
Definitely.
a fuck about, couldn't tell you the
Aye.
story. Fast and
No.
Furious Tokyo Drift is a masterpiece.
My playlist is named after Tokyo Drift. My car playlist. 'Cause I'm Tokyo drifting all the time.
I think the
Fucking
first
love it, man.
Tokyo drifting.
the first 5 are watchable. It's when you get to 6 and onward, and there's the fucking plane that just never ends.
Yeah, 1
Aye, when it
to
gets to
Tokyo
5.
Drift, that's it.
After.
Nah.
I don't think I've seen past 5.
2 is good, but you need to
And in fact, I think I've seen past 4.
remember that it's only got it's only got Roman and Brian in it. It kind of cuts out half of the main cast that you know, but it introduces Roman.
That's the point. That's why I like
Terrible.
it so much.
How dare you slag Dominic Toretto?
Which one was the
fucking
one that the guy
dare
died
you.
in real life?
7.
7.
Oh.
7, but let's not talk about
Yeah.
it. Let's not talk about it.
Let's not talk about that car crash.
Let's not talk about it because surprisingly, even though the movies got shit for then on, I actually broke my heart.
Really?
Yeah, I was really sad.
Oh, that's a kid.
I wanted to work as a vehicle refinisher for a long time when I was younger, and it was because I was really, really into Fast and Furious.
What?
Can't drive, well I can drive, no legally, but aye.
Get your license and start Tokyo drifting.
No, I'm too angry.
Have a re-race.
Ding,
No,
ding,
I'm
ding,
too
ding.
angry.
Come on, man. That's scared people in my family. I've had to swear up to anything in my family. I don't know who I think I am. Dad and everything. I'm like, what?
Hey.
You gonna fucking do?
Talking to Dafty.
Hey Josh, it's you.
Okay. So, this game, I didn't like it because I seen it get launched at E3. When it got launched, it looked like it was going to be amazing. These fucking pop-ups can get in the fucking bin as well. Jesus Christ. And then it came out, and it just fell so short of the fucking mark of what I was hoping, and it was Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Oh my god.
One of the most buggiest games ever. It was hyped up so much. The E3 launch, it looked like it was going to be good. It looked really good. I was never watching the E3 or highlights of it. I was like, that game looks quite good. Then it came out and I got it, and then I was just playing it like, what the fuck? There's a bit, the fucking aliens just turned around and fucked off in the opposite direction. Where I was, I'm going, where are you going? I'm fighting you.
Hey,
Where
kill
you
you. Get back
Where you
here.
going? And then there's sections of the game, you're not even fighting the fucking aliens, you're fighting other humans. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who's these cunts? The fuck have they came for? It was
But does it make you feel like that, or did it just break in your actual thing?
if you go and read the reviews, it was glitchy, buggy. It was infamous for being buggy as fuck.
That game has been rated as one of the worst games of all time. Because
Really?
it has, yeah, it's that
well
bad.
deserving.
Imagine
Well
being the
deserving
single
of it.
day, innit?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That'd be the worst game of all time,
See, the
man.
worst thing is, right? See, if you go back now and you watch like the E3 footage, and by the way, they claimed this was in-game footage. My fucking arse was it in-game footage. And then you go and look at actual footage, you're going, you'd think like this was the development stage, the final game was development, and this trailer was the actual fucking finished game. It looked nothing like it. It didn't look finished at all. They rushed it
It is a disaster.
because we're trying to get a payday. It is a disaster game.
When did it come out?
2011.
Oh, right.
Buggy as fuck. Hated it. Absolutely despised it.
Are you gonna get the Alien game that's coming out soon?
Aye.
Speaking of
Is it
infamous,
based off the Alien movies, the Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is based off of that. And what's going to happen? And we're going to go through this cycle all over again.
speaking of infamous, did anyone play any games from the infamous game series? Like that game's called Infamous.
Is
Oh.
it Infamous Last Light, the one where he plays the wee guy that spray paints things?
Aye.
I played the
It's a
first
good
like
one.
15 minutes of it.
Oh, I played every single one of them, and it's just like I remember seeing gameplay when I was younger, and I was like, "Oh, this is so fucking cool!" It's like it's a superhero game, but it's edgy and you can be bad or good. And I was like, "Oh, this is class!" And then I couldn't play it for years, and then when I bought a PS3 off my flatmate years and years ago, and then I was like, "I fucking got my dad to go on eBay and buy it," and I played it. And I was like, "This is one of my favorite games of all time." Bought the second one, and then the third one got announced, and I was literally creaming in my pants, man. I was like, "Oh, it looks so fucking good! The powers look so cool. Fucking love it."
What do you do?
Infamous. You're like a superhero, and it's like you get put up with choices where you like do good stuff or selfish stuff, and then you can go like either way, and your powers based on like Like if you're bad,
Uh-huh.
you turn red, and if you're good, you go blue. And then
Right. Oh, I'd
It's
like to
good.
play that. Is it only on PlayStation?
PlayStation 3 and PS4. It's great, but I would highly recommend the series.
I need to get one. Let's see. What the?
I think
Oh, another dumb one. Rayman Origins on 360. Right. Can you see that?
I think I was a letdown.
It ruined Rayman for me.
Yeah.
That was just like the way Rayman usually looks. I think similar to the reason I hate Sonic. Just wasn't the same. It just was not the same at all. It was pure
I feel
shite.
like
And I love games like Rayman and fucking Spyro and shit like that.
all the
So-
OGs.
Yeah. So it broke my heart that game was shit, man.
I've replayed Rayman Origins with my nephews. It's funny because obviously there was like four of us playing it, and you can hit each other. So their aim wasn't to finish the level; it was to fuck me over.
It just to knock you out, man.
To knock me out and chase me all the way through the level, man. I was like, get to fuck.
Queens love bullying each other, man.
Especially my nephews, man. They're just wee cunts. I love them really, but they're wee cunts.
That's what I love about them.
They love to fuck each other about and annoy each other. They get that from their fucking mother.
Stissa's gonna watch this and come to your fucking flat.
What are
she
you
would.
saying about me?
She's not good at
definitely,
balls.
man,
She's
Rayman
not good at
ruined it.
minerals.
Right, Chris, what's your final hated game?
No. I've actually struggled. I'd probably have to go with this game. I fucking... It was made by EA, funnily enough, right? But I fucking love the look of this game. And it was fucking amazing. Oh, I've literally forgotten to name it.
That's a good start, man.
Fuck. Aye,
Did you
hold
just say
on.
the game was amazing,
Just
but it's
give
in your
hints.
hated list?
No, it looked amazing.
It looked
Right?
amazing.
And like at the
Got you in
time,
with the trailer.
me and my pal were playing it. I know the name now. I know the name. Right. Me and my college pal at the time, we were like, oh, fucking buzzing. We're talking about it every time we're on and all that. Like, oh, you're going to get it. And they're like, oh, doing this, pure like buzzing for it. It's called Anthem. Right. And it was like hyped up to be like, oh, this next big thing and all this shit. And it released it. It was dog shit, man. It was buggy as tits. We didn't get half the shit we were promised. They put out a roadmap to be like, oh, these are all the updates, you know, down the line, it will get better. They abandoned ship. They just fucking EA dinged it. And it was BioWare who made it. And BioWare, like, they made Mass Effect and all that major company. But EA bought them over and fucked that whole company up. Ruined their reputation because of this game. And Mass Effect Andromeda as well. That was fucking horrible. But that's because of EA.
Oh, let's
EA
talk
fucked it.
about that.
Yeah, shafts every cunt.
Aye,
I loved the Mass Effect games until they got their fucking grubby paws onto it, man.
Aye, I know. I still played it, and it was like
I still played it.
I wouldn't
It
say I
wasn't the same.
enjoyed the experience, but it was
Ah.
alright.
It was meh. Still, see when you go for like the Mass Effects and you get to that one, you're like,
Like 3 was top tier. 2 was
Oh.
2 was top tier. 2 was one of the best.
it was fucking outstanding, man.
And I
This one was good
forgot.
as well.
I wish I was just thinking about it now while I was checking that. I saw the EA Play thing. Fucking Skate 3. I should have put that in my top game. That should have been my top game.
Oh, yeah.
Skate 3, what a fucking
That is
game,
literally
man.
my favorite. One of my I don't know why I completely forgot about it, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. I literally play. It's like Red Dead. I'll just play it to relax, and I'll just skate
Mhm.
and like end up in the same skate park all the time. Just sit there for hours.
Same one.
Fucking
And
about.
then you
Aye.
fucking, how many bones can I break in this wee cut's body?
I always start up at the super mega park and always end down in Carverton, the Mad Red one.
Yeah. We
Always
forget that there's cars on the road, so I would skate out to the road and get fucking
No,
sent flying.
I would hippie jump over them, and your character
Alright, aye.
puts his legs up in the air as well. Funny. I just love. I used to because I never. I don't. I think it was at the time when I didn't work and I had no money, and I was like, we used to watch people playing it all the time and all like the funny moments, and I was like, oh, I just want kids to like play this game with me. And then when I eventually had money and bought it, one of my pals was like, oh, I've got it as well. I'm like, I was so buzzing. I was like, somebody else enjoys it, and like we just played it all the time, doing like challenges, even if it was just like the two of us. It was amazing. Some of the best memories.
Even just playing it
Aye.
yourself was fucking cool. So good. Good game. Good game.
Okay, so I think that's it for all the games we love and hate.
What's the last category, Josh?
Last category is a game that we've played that other people might not have. So how did we word that earlier?
A rare game?
A rare game.
Maybe.
It's like a little gem. It doesn't need to be a little gem. It doesn't need to be that good a game. Just a game you played. No one else did.
Maybe like an indie game or something like that, you know.
Aye.
Shannon, what's your wee game if you've thought of one?
I'm pretty sure I've never known anyone to have this game, but it was my favourite fucking game growing up ever. It was on PlayStation 1. I cried. Know how when you get scratches and stuff in the game, and you do the deodorant technique to try and fix it.
Yeah.
And when the deodorant technique stopped working, I fucking cried so hard because I was like, I'm not going to get this game again. Jersey Devil. I just still loved it. You were like this wee purple guy. You're like this wee purple guy. When you Google it, the graphics are so bad. Classic PlayStation 1, man. But it was so good. I loved it, and it was like a wee Halloween town, and I had to like get pumpkins and like fight with pumpkins. It was good. I loved it. Didn't make it have it. It was very good. I was just googling it.
Yeah, I'm googling it.
I don't remember that. That's a good one.
I don't know any cunt that's ever played it or known about it, but I loved it so much.
It looks class,
I
but
thought it
nah,
isn't
never
on my laptop.
heard of it.
Some good news. A fan has remade it.
Fun. Nice.
Shannon's like, send me the link.
No, I actually do love it. Like I said, I had the emulator for my laptop a while ago. My MacBook.
Someone's remade it.
Nice. You should play it. It's good. Have a wee go. Bye.
Whoever wants to go next.
Yeah.
Here you go, Christopher.
I was thinking there, but I was like, I played a lot of fucking games in my time, and it was like, I was gonna go with the Captain America movie game, but I was like, I do love that game, but I was like, nah. I think the Yakuza series as a whole.
カズマ、おやさ、あったのかあいつ。いえ、すっかり変わっちまったんだ。俺はあいつが鬼になるのを止めてやれなかった。どんだけの血流れてるか分かっとんのかよ、おら。
そろそろ来ると思ってたよ、桐生一馬。
お母さん探して。
お前、名前は？とにかくここを出るぞ。
このペンダントがみんな欲しいんでしょ。おじさんだってきっと100億円欲しいから私と。はるかちゃん。
はるか。 大事なもん守るために必死になった人間はどんな壁だって乗り越えられるはずなんだ。運命に逆らった自分は正しかったはずだ。
Oh,
I don't think a lot of people's played them.
Is
not
that?
just a lot of it.
Because it's
all
all
of
in
it.
it's all in Japanese, so it's like
Eh.
one of the ones you need to like read the subtitles. But I fucking love it. I've not played them all, but I've played the first and second one, the sixth one, and then I'm playing the brand new one at the moment, and I just fucking love it.
That was
I think
fun.
it gives you like a saying not that, and obviously it's just like it shows how wacky and wonderful Japan is. Like some of the weird shit that goes on. Like I remember there's a mission in the second one where you have to go into this nursery and you get in there and you think it's going to be Wayne's, but it's not. It's all guys in diapers. And they're
Oh,
like, who the fuck are you? They all start turning, so you have to ban these cunts who are
I'm
wearing diapers
happy.
and all that.
Oh my
And
god.
these are like buff Yakuza men, you know what I mean? It's funny. Just like weird shit like that is funny. It just makes me laugh.
Did play
How
a bit
did
of
you
the
find
Yakuza
it?
games.
How did you end up playing that? Yeah.
Well, it's been about for years. Like I do remember seeing it and being like, "Oh, I want to play that," but then it's just like past my mind. Like, and then I saw it was free, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm downloading it." And then that's literally how I got into it.
Two things I the best time.
Free games are always a gateway.
Right. No, you two, Fanny.
Excuse me. Alright, I'll go. Chris, this might actually intrigue you, but one of the games that I would play relentlessly on my PlayStation 2 was based off of a Japanese anime. Or it was a really, really weirdly styled Japanese anime. It was like,
Uh-oh.
it was so
One with-
fucking weird. It was like boxed. And it was called Gregory Horror Show.
We here at Gregory House are committed to providing the kind of relaxation and peace of mind that will make your very soul tremble. We will make every effort to ensure that every guest who stays with us is satisfied. And what is your desire? Here at Gregory House, you will find the embodiment of your true self, your hopes, and our dreams. Please make yourself at home, for this is the world that you yourself have been searching for. Oh, do you need a room for the night?
Oh.
And the whole anime is on YouTube. You can watch it. I still have a copy of this game. All my pals, whenever they would come up to mine, they would want to play Gregory Horror Show on my PlayStation because they just thought it was so unusual. And basically, you
What
play as
the fuck?
you play as a human, so you're either a boy or a lassie, and it's in the middle of the night, and you're walking, and you come across this hotel, and the hotel is run by this really creepy mouse called Gregory,
Aye,
and his
I just saw that
nephew is
cunt.
running about. He's got a
What
wee
the
nephew running
fuck?
about that's such a wee pain in the arse. And each hotel guest has a soul attached to them that they put in a wee bottle, and it like floats about. And you have to catch the souls, and you go to bed at night. And when you go to bed at night, you give the soul to the Grim Reaper, and the Grim Reaper says, once you collect all of the lost souls in this hotel that the inhabitants have kept, I will help you escape. So you have to collect all of the souls, but there's one character that freaked the fuck out of me, and it's the nurse. It's like a lizard. She's like a pink lizard, dragony looking thing, and she like has this big, massive like needle that she like jabs into her bed, and she moans while she does it, and it used to freak me out away because it was so sexual. And I was like, I do not like this.
No.
And she's the first boss that you have to fight. Well, you don't fight, but you have to find a way to knock her out. So you put a banana peel on the hall, and she slips on it and falls, knocks herself out. You steal her soul.
Classic.
If you don't go to sleep, you can.
I need to go for a pee. 1 second, I'm actually going to touch myself.
Yes.
Alright, 1 minute.
If you don't give the soul to the Grim Reaper and she catches you, she can take it back off you. But if you do give the soul to the Grim Reaper, that's her on your tail for the rest of the game. Then you need to get the soul off the next person, and then the next person, and so on and so forth. So the further you get through the game, the more evil, sinister, some sort of animal cunt is chasing you. And there's one that is probably the most easiest one that Disney fight you, is called Judgment Boy, and he basically asks you like a couple of moral questions. If you answer right, you're sound. He's got a wee song as well that he sings. But that
game sounds a bit fucking fried.
Mate, it is fried, and that's why I love it so much. It is phenomenal.
I think that's us all. Should we just wrap it up here?
Josh, you get one?
Yeah, I do. But it's alright if Chris wants to just cut me out completely. Right, okay. My rare game. I wouldn't even say it was a good game. I just played it a lot. I was a wee guy. Yeah, I remember picking this up for like a $5 one of the local game shops in Kelly before I get fucking towed down by the cunts at East Ayrshire Council. Fuck East Ayrshire Council. And this is like Chris mentioned earlier, he's into history and stuff. I love World War II stuff, right? I love war shit. Maybe that shows a bit too much of me, revealing a bit too much there. I love violence. I got this game, and like I said, it's not even. I mean, the voice acting's pish. It's not even that good a game, but it's Air Conflict's Secret Wars. Right, it was made by some mad wee company in Slovakia that made it. It was a follow-up to the original Air Conflicts, and it was just you just flew about in planes and done dogfights and done these mad wee missions, and it was fucking class. The lassie was meant to have a French accent, but you can tell straight away from the second she starts speaking, she's no French. She's just putting on an accent, but she's not very good at a French accent. It was so bad, but it was so fun, man. You would go, it would just. I didn't even play much of the missions after because you could just set up dogfights. Fuck it. I'm just going to take on 60 Nazis. Why not?
I take it you played a lot of Medal of Honor then.
Oh yeah, yes. Medal of Honor was fucking banging as well.
And my first Xbox 360 game was Medal of Honor Airborne. I don't know if you ever played that. That was good, but it was at the time I was too young to be like know what a genre of game is. And
Aye.
how to do missions properly and shit.
Oh, yeah, I had this one. What did I have this for? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Brother in Arms that I had for the fucking...
Brother, no, there was quite a few war games. Mine
Yeah.
fucking Call of Duty 5. That was one of the best.
Call of Duty 5.
World at War.
World at War, yeah. I'll try fucking Mahida COD 5 is banging.
The recent World War 2 one was good, but did you play that?
But a lot of people didn't like it, but
I
liked
loved it. I was actually sweating at it. I was like third rank, third prestige, something. And I never,
Yeah, I got a
first COD game I ever prestiged in that, and I actually said I would enjoy. Like, couldn't talk about Modern Warfare 2. I mean, the story, I played the story, that was fucking amazing. The online I couldn't get into because I was just so bad at the game. So bad at shooters, I never really played shooters until recently.
I mean, World at War was banging. I liked World at War as well because if you're between level 1 and 8 when you first start out, there's like a game mode specifically for you. It's for new gamers, right? Which was good at first, but then these arseholes would create a second account and jump into it, and these cunts are going 60 and 0, and you're running about like still trying to where's the buttons? You're getting sniped across the map.
Oh,
I just remember
Counts games these days, man.
Air Conflict Secret Wars was a good game. I just like flying around shooting Nazis at Sky. A lot of Nazi hating in this episode.
yeah. And these would be hated.
We all hate Nazis. All the homies hate Nazis.
To summarise, we're going for fuck EA, fuck Snapchat, fuck Matthew Sanders,
Especially fuck Matthew Sanders.
especially fuck Matthew Sanders, fuck whoever the next one was, fuck East Ayrshire Council, and fuck Nazis.
Fuck East Ayrshire Council. Scumbags.
East Ayrshire Council for tearing down the game centre. You wankers.
Bastards.
Down with the council.
Down with the council. Anarchy!
Anarchy.
When you were younger, did you ever have like this mad random like double decker bus like just pull up and it had like PlayStations and stuff in it?
No.
Aye, my
What?
church bus.
Oh, was it a church bus? It wasn't a
weird
church bus
one.
for us. It was like I had like delinquent thing to like keep it going.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
aye,
kids off
aye,
the
aye.
street. Yeah, it was.
You had that, but it wasn't a double decker bus. You would go in and be PlayStations and like pool, well, not pool tables, but like
Aye.
air hockey stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah, we had a wee
You
place like that, but the
They
double
used to
decker was
just
mad.
take toast. Like they made toast and all that, and gave out like butter toast and that. We would just jump in, take the toast, and fuck off.
Oh no, get fed and boost.
Aye, take the
Play some games
juice
and
they
then
had,
roll.
the Capri Suns or whatever.
I don't think you really get shit like that anymore, man.
Yeah.
Coming back.
They're just giving up.
that's why knife crime's so high. Kids are getting this now.
That's very high down the freezer.
I mean, you don't see Waynes playing out in the streets anymore. They're all inside playing.
Oh no,
games.
they do it
know.
in my bit. They do it in my bit, and we're like,
Planes
I was
everywhere.
talking to
In the
this.
back,
I was
at
talking
my
to this with my
Even
with my
though
barber
it's
the day. We were talking about how the boys next door to me, they're only maybe about 1-7 and 1-5 or 4. They keep kicking the ball into my garden. And I'm like out, and then I'm like, we're talking about how cunts. Well, how do cunts get so angry at that? Because I remember being a wee guy and doing that. We were
Aye.
talking about how every street's got that one cunt that would bust your ball.
Oh, aye. Well,
Ah, yeah.
we didn't have to worry about that because I used to stay in a high flat, but my cousin, she got a football first off of the old neighbours for no reason. And they put screw at that.
You had the
Oh, aye,
witch's
right.
house. This house was run down to fuck. See if you could see it.
But she's
You went,
nice.
Yeah,
no,
the witch's house.
I'm being honest, you would not think anybody stayed in it if you looked at it. I didn't think anyone stayed in it because you never saw them. But then they just appeared in the garden one day. I was like, oh, it's a witch.
She's so
used to-
much.
Where we'd play out and like, because I used to stay in a wee cul-de-sac, like it was a tiny, it was only about 8 houses,
Yeah.
and then it was terraced houses. Have like the wee car park bit. There was a wall, then over the wall was her garden. I remember one time I went to pass a ball to my mate, done a bit too hard, it went under his foot, it hit the curb, up over the wall and into a garden. I'm going, fuck. I've got to try, and now I've got to go full on Royal Marines Commando, sneak through our fucking garden to get this ball. No, I couldn't get out, couldn't get out before me and put a big, massive, biggest butcher's knife you can find straight through it, and looked me dead in the eyes as she did it.
That's
An
so
8-year-old kid
strange.
burst it. And do you know what makes it make it worse? She threw the fucking thing back to me. I said, I don't want it now, you burst it.
Ain't it? What's the fucking point?
Don't have a
That's
kick
your
about my
weird
flat ball.
behaviour. Can't
Wank.
act like that, man. See if I had
was
ways
terrified,
of done that to my Waynes, I'd actually just go around and fight them. I wouldn't care what you do, man.
Oh, we can kick the fucking thing.
Alright, right. Come on, I don't care if you've got a knife. My
I've
sister.
got 2 knives.
Right.
And I think knives, children, and boys. We should call it there for
Yeah,
the podcast.
let's end it.
Yeah.
Right.
On knife crime.
We've covered a lot. Yeah, we've found out
it's
a lot
actually-
about
it's-
everybody.
No. Can't wait to edit all this. Guys, that has been us for yet another Scheme Team podcast. Thank you so much for listening. It means a lot to us. We're schemy, but we've got hearts. Have feelings, emotions.
The poor have feelings too.
Rather admittedly weak heart, but it's fucking still got emotions on it, right? So, again, thanks for listening. Another reminder, fatalgrips.com, Scheme Team, 10% off. Get your stuff. Get your thumb grips, get your gear, get all your good stuff, man. Get all your good stuff. See the dark web? Don't need that anymore.
Got fatal grip.
Fatalgrips.com.
Oh,
Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, go and follow it. But you will be reminded when next week's episode's up, and hopefully we'll have a full complement that week. Next week, and Holly will be back. But Mags, I think you've been the star of the show.
Yeah.
Round of applause for Mags.
he's been
sleeping.
so
Oh.
cute.
Yeah, see, the superstar can do what they want. Sorry, Mags, I'll clap for you. The arseholes, fucking, fuck them.
Like, why wake her up, man?
Don't want to wake her.
Your headphones on, didn't you? I suppose to get Chris. Okay. Those guys, thanks for listening. Thank you, Versace.
Bye.
So...